Dink.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Another happy landing.
What's up, everybody? I'm Big Lovin. This is Don DellaSnooch. Over here, we got Dragon Buddy. Welcome to the Escape Pod, place where friends gather to talk all things geek. This week, it's a celebration, bitches. Clankety clank, bitches.
Clankety clank.
Bringing that little dick and gray sweatpants energy.
That's how we fucking roll, baby.
It's power right
How we
there.
fucking roll.
Andrew, just in time.
That's a power move.
That's what we do.
Fucking gray sweatpants with a little dick.
If you're gonna wear pants, make it gray sweatpants.
Yeah.
Oh, first, I got beef with that whore Hennifer from Sidebar Cantina.
Oh, fuck.
What a
that.
bitch.
Yeah, she
Bitch.
is a mouthy little cunt.
Mhm.
I've had enough of her shit.
And she's all talking about being straight faced, but we all know she's always like,
Mm-hmm. Just
Oh.
gross.
So
Just
much
gross.
Dave Spooge.
yeah.
Just all over Dave. I love you, Dave. Just nasty.
Oh, David.
Oh,
Crazy.
it's gross. I don't.
I can't. It just,
Poor Jason sitting in the corner with his pillow.
yeah.
Sucking his thumb.
Well, at least it's
Why
his
can't I
thumb.
have my own Hennifer?
At least the pillow's got plastic protection.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good thing.
Damn it, Dave. Why you
Yeah.
take all the googly eyes again?
Yeah. But no, this motherfucker gonna have the fucking nerve. Like, they're the only podcast covering Star Wars Celebration.
Really?
Like, we're copying them because we're doing Star Wars Celebration.
We didn't say anything about it like last week or anything.
Nope.
What the shit, dude? We're
Yeah,
copying these motherfuckers.
Actually, I got a kick out of the video that Chris posted where it basically calls out that they were sitting there preparing to scoop up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And then fucking Luna Girl
Yeah.
works for him for that shit.
Yeah.
Right?
That's not cool, bro.
Yeah. She's
Sleeping
been
with the
poisoning-
enemy.
Yeah, dude.
She's
Not
been
cool,
poisoning
dude.
the fucking brownies for a while, I think.
Right?
Yeah,
Not in the
somebody-
good way.
You
Yeah.
know what it is? She's like, these brownies are gonna get you so high, and then I eat them, and she didn't put nothing in them.
That's bullshit.
Right. It was lies.
Fucking
Yeah,
with me.
just
Sugar and lies.
Yeah, what's in these brownies? Sugars and lies.
Yeah. No pod.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're
It's
even
terrible.
brown.
Listen, I refuse to be in the middle of my bros. Bullshit.
Called you out.
Yeah.
Called you out.
Yeah. You've been
Wrench with
stepping
all
in
that
it.
power. We gave
Mhm.
you the wrench power.
Yeah.
Look what
Oh,
you
look,
did.
Poodoo.
Voodoo. Whole ton of voodoo.
Fucking A. Unacceptable.
Ah,
But yeah, no. Fuck Hennifer.
yeah, Fenifer.
Yeah. And Dave and Jason can eat a fat one
Ooh,
with the copycat bullshit.
yeah.
Fat enough?
You know what we'll do is we'll feed LG like an off subject so they do it on Monday.
Yes.
Dude.
I think what it is this whole spies thing is going deeper than we thought.
It
Right.
is. It is. We can't. I mean, you're saying a little much right now.
No, we can't talk about it.
We
but
can't
we're-
talk about it,
here
but
we are.
yeah,
We're talking about it.
about it. We some things have come to
Yeah,
light, man.
people are
Some
watching.
things have come to light, man.
Some new shit is come to
Some new
light.
Oh, shit.
Has emerged.
The carpet really ties the room together, man.
Where'd the drapes go, man?
Really brings it all together.
You got any of them?
I just want my
white
fucking
Russians?
rug back, man.
Why did the drapes got googly eyes, man?
Market zero, Donnie.
Market fucking zero.
Zero.
Out of your element, Donnie.
Damn it! If that isn't one of the best movies.
Maybe
Yes.
we'll do that.
And the-
Again.
We already have.
and the-
Again.
Yeah, let's do it again.
Let's do it again.
God,
Do
it's
it again.
great.
We
Bringing it back.
Troopers and
Let's do all the good shit again.
yeah.
It's a good time. It's
We're
not
at-
like we actually talk about the movie anyways.
Are we
For like 15 minutes we talk about the movie.
Are we at the point in the evolution of our show that we can start doing retro?
I think
Our
we should
own
like.
show?
Can we
Wow,
mystery
yeah,
science
right.
mystery science theater 3000 our own shit?
We could,
Yeah, I think you
dude.
can.
That's
You
fucking,
can.
that's some Inception shit.
Free and clear of copyright.
Yeah. We'd be sitting there going, these motherfuckers are
Look at
ridiculous.
these fucking jokes.
YouTube lets this shit happen.
This shit's not even funny.
Oh, hot news coming off the chat here. It seems that Dave and Jason are copying everybody.
Oh yeah, no, I believe that though.
Oh,
Yeah, I believe that.
crazy. All things Star Wars. What do you know?
Yeah, really,
Motherfuckers.
really. Is that what that means?
Hmm.
Oh,
Guess.
maybe we should put that in the title of our show.
Kind of.
Oh, yeah. Never mind that.
Well, we pretend we gatekeep that shit.
I mean, we don't gatekeep
Fucking
it. We just
Sidebar Cantina is like, no, bitch. We said we were covering Celebration. The rest of you podcasts can fucking chill.
I'm gonna have my own hand puppet now.
Right. Let's
I'm
make our
gonna
own.
call him fucking McFuckface.
Fucking McFuckface.
Right. See him?
Fuck you, buddy.
We're getting a fuck you, Hennifer, you fucking whore.
I'm not your guy, buddy.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
Mr. Rascom.
Oh,
Can you hear this from Jersey? Let me turn it up.
I got something for you, Hennifer.
Don't finger Hennifer.
Not now.
No.
Ben will get upset. You don't want to piss up that.
Big.
I ain't fucking
Hoofleck.
with Batman. I am not fucking with Batman.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with Batman either.
Can you imagine if Jason tried to go full Batman? He'd be
Never
a
go full
little bit shorter than Bat Yoda.
Yeah, but I mean, think
but
about it.
that'd be frightening.
At his size, best he can do is Bat Boy.
Possibly. Yeah, probably. Not even
Hey,
Robin.
I don't know. He's pretty hairy these days.
Bring
man.
me the Louis.
He
Bell
is
Slugger.
hairy. Yeah. He's like more like an owl, not so much a bat.
The old
Yeah.
wise Batman.
An old but like a cranky owl. Get the
off.
fuck out of my tree.
One?
Don't make me
Two?
pull my batarang, even though I'm an owl, you fucking asshole.
Oh, shit.
Weird kind of owl Batman shit is
This
this?
is gone. Like, if there were rails, like, we disregard it.
Dude, that's why the escape pod is the best, bro. Just escape. What rails? Fuck it.
Right?
We're
Sure.
falling out of dimensions into different universes that incept into buttholes. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, think about that.
That'd be crazy.
I don't want
If you look at a butthole with the spokes, it's like a wheel, and it's like you're looking into a
Wheel of
black hole.
time.
Your butthole's got spokes.
I've talked about this before.
The chocolate wheel of time.
like.
There are people who do butthole readings.
So when you stop, like walking, do the spokes still keep going?
Nope. But maybe they do, and that's why you fart. It's
no,
like,
and they just look like they're going the other way.
Yeah, they look like they're going.
if you're
backwards.
walking fast enough, it looks like
Yeah.
you're going back. It's like a
Okay.
turbine engine.
Mhm. Yeah,
I'm just telling you, people
No.
get their rings fucking red. Fucking, it happens.
this guy's balloon knot's a fidget spinner.
Oh my! No, I definitely got a balloon knot. It looks like somebody tried to double knot a hefty heft sack. It's bad. It's bad.
Tried and failed.
Why? Why?
Right? I like the one when it has drawstrings. What the fuck is that?
Why does it smell like Febreze?
It's not good.
Is that lavender and bullshit?
Did they buy the lavender trash bags?
Did you use
Balloon knot
tape?
smells like lavender. I have to put deodorant on it because it sticks to my thighs. Fuck you.
on your balloon knot?
Yeah, it's
Why the fuck is it near your thigh?
Because it's bulbous.
Because it's double knot.
It's so exactly. Did you not hear the double knot? It's very bulbous.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's free. I don't want to talk about it.
It's freaking me out.
It's freaking me.
Well,
Maybe
out.
that's our next Patreon. How do you get rid of chafage?
It's a good one. We can talk about that though.
This is my friend Brady Prolapse Lovin.
It's more than a prolapse. Well, it is a prolapse with a double knot. It's like tying your shoes.
That's why he double knotted it.
So nothing
He
falls
wanted
out.
To come out
So nothing falls out. Notice I sit a little bit taller than Don.
How'd you get the Frank above the Frank in the Frank?
Looks like he's sitting on a tube sock.
Don't you worry about that. It is good.
Oh fuck! What are we going to talk about this week?
Whatever the fuck we want.
You say that every week.
That's the beauty of having our own podcast. We
See.
can just lie to everybody. Like we can put up all kinds of propaganda and then not even talk about it.
Let's continue to talk about Batman just because we have a Star Wars background.
Yes, dude.
Let's call the next episode "What's Wrong with the Trump Trial." And
No.
And then we'll just talk about nothing but Star Wars.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, that would be the best.
That would be fucking fantastic.
And I just
Fuck
want to.
yeah.
I would love to see what that would pull for like.
No,
numbers.
here's how we get the headline: Trump, Bud Light, and the inner you.
But I spell it ENTER.
No, spin it EWE.
It's gonna be,
Inner you.
yes, dude. This is gonna be, and then they're gonna be like, "What the? What the?"
And all
fuck
they
is
talked
this?
about was the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
What
and
the
we
fuck is this?
Don't say a single word
a
about
podcast where they
politics the
talk
whole
about all things nerd and geek. What the fuck?
And I've got Trump and fucking what the fuck?
That is
sheep?
the greatest. We're gonna do
we got to
this.
do it.
Dude.
Yes.
Okay,
gotta
now
do
it's a thing.
And I want to make a Bat Yoda flag, design like a Trump flag to put on Bat Yoda.
Oh,
So like when they're
yeah.
looking, they think they're really fucking in it.
Yeah,
But it's
Dude,
not. But if you look closely,
give
it's Bat
Bat Yoda. Give
instead
Bat
of
Yoda
MAGA,
Trump
it
hair.
should say Yoda.
We win.
Fuck yeah.
We win. This is
We
the
win.
best.
This is.
Now,
We win.
And only the people that are listening right now know what's going to happen.
yeah, maybe
Right. So they're just all sitting in the chat like, oh my God, they're all excited.
they're out
Tina's
there.
probably losing her fucking mind. She's like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Like,
Everybody's
I'm so
making
excited.
memes.
Yes, dude. This is the fucking greatest shit ever.
Just think about the people that'll pop into the live chat.
Dude, you know what sucks is we don't have
This would be
anybody
great.
watching them because I guarantee you some Dave Chappelle show shit's gonna happen. At least 3 heads explode.
Right.
I can't wait.
Dude, you got to do it.
Can't
It's a
wait.
thing now.
Oh,
It's got to be
we're
a thing now.
And you
Dude,
know I'm
the
not for
fir-
click. You know I'm not for clickbait, but like when we hide it in plain sight.
Yeah,
Troll clickbait.
yeah.
Fucking
Hashtag
It's-
troll clickbait. Dude, I'm telling you, the first thing we release is Bat Yoda with Trump hair.
Oh, yeah, son.
Dude.
this is gonna happen.
Because I know that you can edit that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can
Hell
put it
yeah.
right on there.
Hell yeah.
I'll be making that happen later.
Oh, can't wait. Let's do that.
This is going to be great. And then what are we going to talk about?
Uh,
We got to talk about that off air. Otherwise, Dave and Jason will listen.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
they listen.
yeah.
We've already given them some ideas.
we're gonna
Right.
talk about the Smurfs. The whole
Yes.
episode is gonna be about the Smurfs, Dave.
Fuck.
Yeah, Dave.
Dave, Smurfs, Gargamel, Azrael, all of it.
Yeah. Now that I bring it up, somebody sent me a video. I think it was Corey about what the Smurfs is really about. It's some kind of like German story about kids dying in the frozen wasteland and
Oh.
turning blue.
Dude, like most like nursery rhymes and things like they're based off of fucking like sadistic shit.
Right. And so like this, I think he said the Smurfs are like the lost souls of the children, and their hats are white because they're covered in snow. Like it's a whole like I was just sitting there going, no fucking way. And now I can't enjoy the Smurfs ever again.
Ever again. It's really
Fucking backyard TARDIS can't run or he's gonna shit his pants. You can do it, buddy. I'm praying and I'm hoping you get wherever you need to go. I'm
Yes.
glad we could be with you on this journey to not shit your pants.
Come on, ice
You
cream.
can do it, buddy.
Do it. Shit your pants.
I can just imagine he's like that motherfucker. He's just scooting somebody's trying to get around his van. He's like, gotta find somewhere to go.
Yeah. Go
He's
full
clenching,
penguin,
like,
dude.
he's
Full
not-
penguin.
Yeah, he's not even sitting on the cushion in his van. Like he's up on it.
He's
kinda
using the fucking
like
force,
that
dude.
because he's got to clench so hard right now. He's just looking for a McDonald's or a Burger King. He's like, I gotta fucking go so fucking
He
bad.
broke rules of physics with the power of the clench.
You will.
He's hovering right there.
I've been there. Dude, did I ever?
He's gonna end up with a double knotted balloon knot fucking sleeve.
Jordan was
Use
going to the school
deodorant.
Mikey went to for a little bit.
Yeah.
Over at the college.
JCC, yeah.
Well, I picked him up from there. I have all the kids. I have all of them in the van I had at the time. And dude, I got the bubble guts. Like, I had to go.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm
Way
going
the fuck out.
Yeah, so like
nowhere.
I go to the Burger King.
Yeah.
So I park right by the front door. I tell the kids I gotta go. Get in there. It's looking a little rough, but I gotta do what I gotta do. I sit down, I take care of business, finish up, flush. It goes. Bloop, 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 bloop. I said, oh fuck. I got the fuck out of there. Dude.
This is not my problem.
Somebody was angry. Somebody probably quit that night. They were like, go clean the bathroom. They came back, they're like, fuck you, I quit. Like that, like seriously, it was aggressive. It sounded like somebody dumped paint off a 2-story building. Like it was bad.
Still in the can.
It was bad.
It all.
It was not good, dude.
Splot, sploosh.
And I had to clean. I had to go at it with that fucking Burger King toilet paper.
Oh,
The
you
escape
can't
pod
do
does
that.
not condone Brady's actions.
You should have fucking got some like napkins or something.
Dude, there was no time for napkins.
You late, Isaac.
He grabbed a crayon out of the toilet and wrote, "I'm sorry," all over the stall.
No, dude, I left because I know like somebody quit.
Yeah.
Somebody was saving up for something nice and I ruined that.
He left like fucking Pee Wee Herman in that fucking Cheech and Chong movie. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It was bad.
Sorry about the hamburger train.
It was bad.
I'm not sorry. Nah.
But before space travel, go to the bathroom is what I'm saying, folks.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know,
Never go into hyperspace lane.
never go into
Or you'll
hyperspace.
leave a
Let's
skid
keep it
mark.
Star Wars here. Let's keep it Star Wars.
Right.
Kind of got to stay on target, right? A little bit. Maybe we try to do that
Stay on
nowadays.
target.
Stay on target.
Like,
Don't
let's just-
go
Why are you leaving?
because you hurt his feelings.
Why would I hurt Isaac's feelings?
Because you didn't say anything. when
I
he
love
showed up.
Isaac.
Wait.
I didn't even know he was here.
We don't even know what's happening, Isaac.
Oh fuck, man.
That's the joy of it.
right.
We went
It's
for
a
a ride
show-
with Brady. I hope you don't work at that Burger King.
The escape pod is really a show that we're on,
Mhm.
and we're not sure who's hosting it.
Mm-mm.
Right.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody's like, "Hey, will you come on my show?" and then you show up and you're like, "So what are we talking about?" Except none of us really know.
Yeah, no, and you did call him out for being late. I did catch on, but I forgot. And
Yeah,
things
but
happen. But
Isn't
you know,
that his gag? Like, "Oh, I'm late.
hey everybody, it's me, Isaac from the woods.
Sorry, I'm late, guys."
Yeah,
like,
look at the
that's
spokes of my butthole.
see, Corey knows.
Wait,
Don, Don's a jerk.
no,
He was being Dan.
Don is
Lieutenant
totally a Dan.
Dan.
Don is
Isaac
totally a
was
Dan.
Fizz-Ay.
Yeah, that was my alter ego, Dan.
Dan,
Right.
the fucking douchebag.
Lieutenant Dan. Soft mouth bitch.
Soft mouth bitch extraordinaire.
I didn't mean to call you out. I thought I was playing your joke.
Here, have
for
a
you.
business card. Damn, it even says soft
This
mouth
is-
bitch on his
Why
business
are
card.
your business cards soft?
And
So
wet.
Weird.
Sticky.
What is this? Is this the same shit they make that gelatin goo out of?
That's gross.
Well, dear, I hope not. It's my sperm.
Ugh.
Can't imagine.
You want to hear
What is this
disgusting-
business card made out of? My semen. What the fuck?
Well, fucking since
I fooled you. But not really. Yeah, it is made out of my sperm.
Cause good is dumb.
how do you know if you have a high sperm count? She has to chew before she swallows. Oh, it's so lumpy.
Oh,
Oh, I heard the
Do they call it sperm?
no, I don't think so.
Oh God! Can you imagine though? You're like, I'll give him. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna
give
I'm
these
gonna,
guys
I'm gonna give them an
listen.
opportunity. And now they're talking about high
High
what is
metachlorine
going on?
metachlorine count.
You know what you do is tell everybody all they were talking about was like not Star Wars, Trump, and sperm.
Yeah.
God.
Share that with everybody. We'll get some views.
Absolutely.
Oh God, Backyard TARDIS has had to hose out a few jeans this week.
That's
Man,
why
it's a
you don't
busy
wear
week
pants,
over there.
dude.
And
Extra effort not needed if you didn't wear pants.
Is
Oh,
it
he had
hot?
food poisoning. He had food poisoning.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the worst. That's the
Yeah,
fucking
he hasn't
worst.
been feeling. He was in the ER lately, so we hope you're feeling better.
Talk about an
Lexi.
adventure in locksmithing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's no, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah. As soon as I get this thing open, shit.
Damn it.
Oh, damn it.
You know what you got to
And
do?
I just cleaned them.
BYT, you got to take it and put a double knot in it.
Yeah, balloon knots work.
Right.
Double balloon knots.
Both legs.
2 times.
2 times. Very
Make it,
nice.
Make it saucy.
Well, I can do this shitting my pants another 6-7 times before it's a problem. Because I double knotted.
I wore the brown pants today.
See, he knows.
He gets it.
He gets
He
it.
gets it. Chris, what kind of shenanigans did you get up
No,
to this
fuck
week?
Chris. It's not. He had all of last week.
We all talked. to
No, we
Chris.
really didn't.
Yeah, it was mostly me.
It
Because
was
we kept
mostly
coming
you,
back
son.
to it.
Well, then be quick.
All right. I one thing. I'll say one thing. Brady,
Ooh,
I love you, buddy.
yes.
Because he got me into this podcast called We're Alive.
Yes.
And I am so hooked into this stuff. It's got several seasons, a couple spinoffs, and it's a horror genre, which is weird for coming from Brady as a recommendation.
Yes.
It's
Walking Dead's.
Yeah,
this is I was like, it's like The Walking Dead, and the more I listen to it, I'm like, nah,
It's
not
kind
really.
of its own thing.
Yeah.
It is its own thing. It's a straight adventure. They call it theater of the mind. It's
Mm-hmm.
like sitting around for the Lone Ranger coming on the radio.
Yeah.
You know, back
It's a
in the
radio
day.
show.
Oh,
It's
it
a
is.
Foley radio show.
I am on chapter 31, and it is so good. Like
Ah.
it keeps getting deeper and deeper. It's like an onion. It's got layers.
Yeah, dude. That's why I said, like, I think
Ooh.
really, if you can make it to when they get to the tower,
Right.
because it's a little tough because you can tell
Right.
they're filming, but like then it just grows. Once they make
Yeah.
it to the tower, the
Oof.
show is.
Is that where they're all living in the tower?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
Oh,
about.
right now, chapter 30, there's like 6 different things going on all around, and each one you're like, I don't want to go to the next, and then the next one comes up and they talk about another thing. You're like, oh fuck, I forgot that was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It is some crazy stuff.
I'm so like.
Yeah.
Me and him have a private chat, Facebook chat, and he's like, he fucking hit me up. He's like, you motherfucker. I'm like,
Yeah. Yes.
I fell pretty deep down that rabbit hole for a long time, and then I think it just got drowned out by other stuff I was in, and then. But I bet you,
Yeah, but he's had the opportunity where he's sitting in the
I
car for
drive-
hours at a time.
yeah, I
Right.
drive
To where you can fully
400,
lock in.
I'm not
400 to 1,000 miles a week. So I put that on.
Yeah.
I'm burning through like 10 chapters.
I don't think I'm a whole lot farther than you. Like I was at the tower for.
No, he's a lot further than that.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah,
give anything.
So
I
maybe,
don't-
maybe you're
It's-
farther than I got.
Yeah.
He's-
Chapter
I
30
imagine
is
he's a
well
lot
beyond
further
the
than
tower. Yeah.
he is a lot further than you ever got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so,
and it gets deeper and deeper. So that's the only thing I really want to talk to because that was the highlight. It made my drive. I drive 400 miles usually on Thursdays or Fridays for deliveries with my company. So driving 400 miles, I get out of the truck and like last week, I thought about parking at the bottom of the driveway and be like, oh, I didn't get home yet, just so I can listen to the next part because it was part 3 of 3. So
yeah, you want to get you want to
definitely cool.
finish that off. Man.
yeah, it was
Ah.
so deep. It was
Yeah.
so
So
cool.
We're Alive. Start
We're
off
Alive.
with We're Alive, the story of survival. And then from We're Alive, story of survival, you go into We're Alive Lockdown. And then after We're Alive Lockdown, you go into We're Alive Gold Rush. And then after We're Alive Gold Rush, you go into now they're doing We're Alive Descendants.
And they just finished the 2nd season, I think.
The first season of Descendants.
First season of that, yeah.
First season.
Right.
It's fucking
And
sweet.
it comes
It's
out
its whole
weekly.
world.
So seriously, it came out in 2009. So like watching it now, you were so spoiled because it's a weekly show that's been going on since. So you listen to it all. You can actually skip the recap because it's so,
Yeah, the recap, like, yeah,
Oof.
you don't need it.
It's
Nope.
not showing which ones I fucking. I must have deleted it.
But yeah, that was the highlight of my week, just because I had to drive about 1,100 miles, just shy of, and that was my go-to, ranked above XM, ranked above playlists that I have saved. So yeah, awesome. Brady's cool.
Really? Fuck
Listen to him. He's got some great ideas.
Fucking Brady.
Fucking dude.
Fucking Brady.
I like that guy. He's a pretty cool cat.
What'd you do?
Fucking Easter was like the main thing. The wife had to work on Easter, which kind of sucked. Hid Easter eggs for the kids like later on in the day.
They listen to this show.
No, they know I hid the fucking Easter eggs. They asked me to.
Oh,
They fucking know.
They don't.
They
Easter
told me
bunnies.
they told me to tell you mind your fucking business.
Easter Bunny's real. You know how I know? He is a character you can be on Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's you sent me that. I seen that before. Oh yeah, that's
Right.
happening.
What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the other game that everybody played where the world got smaller and you skydived in. What the fuck was that called?
You don't even know what it's called.
They still play it.
You don't know. You've never played it. You can't talk about shit you don't know.
No.
You don't even know what
But
it
I
is.
know you could be the Easter Bunny.
No, you can't.
Fortnite.
Fortnite. Yeah, the one where you build shit.
Yeah.
With
You can
Paul.
beat him in Call of Duty. Fuck Fortnite.
Yeah, I just don't get down with
All
Fortnite.
right, fuck Fortnite.
Fuck Fortnite. All the little kids who listen to our show, they're like, "We're fucking done with you, pieces of shit."
When we
You
say
weren't
fuck
supposed to be
Fortnite,
listening
it's,
to our show anyway.
what are you doing out of bed?
If you're part of the Fortnite generation, you're
Bro,
not part of this
If
show.
I'd be listening to this podcast if I was a young kid.
Were you?
Yeah,
I
I
would
would.
be.
If I found this, I would.
Oh, if
be
I
listening.
found this, these foul mouth dudes talking about Star Wars eventually,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, you might be right. I might just watch it because of the curtain.
What's a uvula?
It's that hanging down thing, right? Yeah.
Is he talking about a Thanksgiving turkey? I don't know.
Yes, come get your giblets.
Come get your giblets.
Come, 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 come.
Get your giblets.
Get your giblies, bitches. Okay, come on.
So you hit some fucking Easter eggs.
Yeah, hit
then
the fuck.
what?
No, and dude, I got a fucking migraine, bro.
That's what I
And it
that
fucking
sucks.
knocked my dick to the dirt from like 4 o'clock the rest of the day. I was
Oh.
done.
Yeah.
That sucks,
Soft
dude.
mouth migraine.
Soft mouth migraine hit me right, and it was one of those ones like right behind your eyeballs, right here at the temples. Just that whole just like a hot fucking poker all the way through.
So now you know what Scott Summers feels like.
No, because if it was that much pain, you ain't fucking fighting crime.
Mm.
Okay.
Or
You have
was he?
full-on Superman flu. You're in a bed.
Maybe
you're
he's
dying.
harder than you are.
No, he's not, dude. Scott Summers is a bitch. Everybody knows that.
Fucking Cyclops ass.
He is, right? We can all
Bitch.
agree.
Yeah, okay.
Cyclops has always come
Listen,
across as a bitch
He's
a-
a bitch.
he's a- Yeah, he's a cuck, but he can't look because of
Right.
his thing.
because
I never
yeah.
understood why
that's
he
the
was
word.
the
He's
leader.
a listening cuck
Right.
Why
Right.
is he the leader and he's the biggest bitch in the group?
because he's the yes sir guy.
Right.
Fucking Professor X says do this and do it this way. He does.
Yeah, he's like,
And he's like, I'll get it on, sir.
It's like I can't see it from your point of view, but I mean that happens a lot.
Because your
I'm
belly's
down.
in the way.
All I can see is the magical forest.
I'd like to look you in the eye, but you know, yeah.
Well,
I'm
for
just
one
saying.
eye.
I'm just saying though, right? Like I'm glad we all came to that agree. I never fucking liked Cyclops, dude.
I'm with you, dude.
I never did, bro. Like during
And
the
him at
X-Men-
Wolverine, I'm like, Wolverine, fuck him up.
You're right.
Yes, bro. Like
Pursue it.
Oh, and when like the first movie came out, I was like, I think he's gonna knock him the fuck out. And I'm kind of excited
Right.
about that. And
Absolutely.
motherfucker.
You should have.
Hey, Cyclops. Mind getting out of my way. Come on,
Bing
man.
bong.
What the fuck was that? Stupid
Bing
face.
bong. Punch him in
Bing
the
bong,
face.
punch him in the mouth.
That was the best. Anywho, whatever.
For sure.
For sure, dude.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, how was your fucking week, bro?
Right?
What'd you do? So goddamn important. You got to rush us through ours.
I didn't do anything.
Good. Your week sucked.
I installed the fucking toilet.
Yeah. Awesome.
That
But it's
sucks.
like he's got some magical toilet though.
Fuck
It does.
plumbing.
It flushes
really?
up.
Yeah.
That's neat, so you get covered in your own shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a
It
exhaust.
supposed to
fucking
do that.
shoots up and sprays over. Fucking
You're gonna shit on these walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that?
You want to see my mud room?
It's a mud room, but yo, it's your mud.
Oh.
No, come back.
No, he's got this super magical toilet that flushes up because it's in the basement. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is kind of cool. There's a pump, so you flush the toilet, and then it's like.
And then it's a penis pump.
It could be. It could.
Oh,
be.
I just took a crap. I felt so good. Then I felt better.
And then I felt amazing.
Amazing.
Oh fuck.
Let's see. What else did I do this week? I got back to the gym finally after 2 months of not being able to go.
Nobody cares.
Don't hate on working out. That's bullshit.
I mean, you're almost as bad as people who CrossFit.
No, people that CrossFit are fucking ridiculous.
You're just as bad.
They get their fucking pre-workout. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go. We do the CrossFit. And we flip the tires and we just shake the fucking. Get the fuck out of here.
Coming from the guy who sends you pictures of him sitting on the fucking bicycle.
I only do that to you.
He does it to the whole fucking group. Every group I'm a part of.
Okay. Yeah, but you're in the group.
Doesn't matter. Everybody else sees it. Some of them are in multiple groups.
You're literally the target audience.
He wanted to make sure you saw it. A lot.
Look, I'm at the gym, Brady.
You know, it would be a terrible tragedy if the next time you were on an exercise bike, you got assassinated. It would just be a tragedy.
That escalated quickly.
Look at this motherfucking Jason fucking Roscom. Hey, suck a dick, Jason.
Thanks for coming, Jason.
Yeah.
And it's a
you.
celebration, bitches.
Yeah. And when you see that whore Hennifer, tell her she's a cunt. And the shit she's attached to.
With her googly eyes.
With her googly eyed, fucking weird Forrest Whitaker looking ass.
Straight face.
She's got double Forrest Whitaker eye.
She really does. Are you looking at me or the ground?
One's looking me in the eye, the other one at my gray sweatpants.
With your tiny ass dick.
Tiny ass dick.
In Mr. Roscom's defense, she does yell at him a lot.
It is true.
Definitely.
It is
Definitely.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to
Well, somebody does with that mouth, though.
Yeah.
What
but
I'm out though.
Jason, you can go to the beginning of the show.
Yeah, there's a whole
thing for you.
Right. Hold up
And-
4 fingers. That's a sign of, abuse.
Aggressive. Yeah, hold up. Yeah,
We'll come running, buddy.
it's a sign.
Jason, please tell them not a spy. Yeah, he's gonna admit to that. That's what he's gonna do. Yeah,
Right.
of course.
Wrong.
And then we're gonna listen to him, Luna Girl, right?
Wrong.
Oh, I bet she beats you, Jason. Oh, I bet she beats you.
I know this because she beats me unmercifully.
She beats you off.
You want to
Sometimes.
shout out the chat, my friend?
Well, Mr. Roscom's in there with his co-conspirator, LG.
Yeah, they are.
Mhm.
Right? Smurfs, we're going to do next week just in case.
Yeah, Jason, we're
Smurfs.
doing Smurfs next week.
La, 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 la.
La 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 la
But the German Smurfs.
Hell, Gargamel!
Scheiße! Oh, that's the best part about that whole thing. Gargamel is the hero of the story because he's trying to save the children.
No, it's not.
Right,
I'm not
from-
buying the story now.
This is pretty wild off the cuff here.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm in.
we're going to check with HR first before we go ahead with
It's
this.
fuck HR. Bunch of bitches, soft mouth bitches up in
Soft-mouth
HR.
bitches up
Oh,
in
no,
HR.
bitches, right?
You can't say that. Listen, motherfucker. I already said it.
I
Now
will speak.
what?
Things have been said.
Yeah, I will speak from personal, experience. HR always wants to talk.
For
to
the
something stupid.
record, Jason talked this week's topic before you guys did. You don't even know what we're doing, Luna Girl.
Here I go up to HR again to explain why that joke was so fucking funny.
Right? Frank laughed.
You guys don't know what's going on.
Frank always laughs. Frank's
Always
kind
laughs.
of a dick.
He's a little low-key racist, but he's a good worker.
We'll keep him.
He's a good worker.
Low-key
He's a good
racist, but he's a good worker.
Good worker. You know, he's batshit racist, but I mean, the guy can
Racist.
dig a ditch like you wouldn't believe.
Give you the shirt off his back. It's just he says some stupid shit.
He says some stupid shit.
Real stupid shit.
We're like, Frank, you can't fucking say that in public. Well, I did.
I did, and it's out there. And what did I say? Nothing.
I can't unsay it.
Damn it, Frank.
Backyard Tartar says, "Have we seen the Strays trailer? It's made
I
like
have.
a family movie with talking dogs, but it's rated R. And
Very
the dogs
vulgar.
are very vulgar.
Oh, that
Very
sounds
well.
right up our fucking cocaine bear alley.
It does.
Yeah, we should
It
do
does. It's actually, it looks pretty good. I don't know if you ever saw Sausage Party. I think it was
Yeah,
Seth
Sausage
Yeah.
Party was
Okay.
fantastic.
This looks a little smarter than that. The way they handle dogs talking, it looks hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
It looks
And then-
goofy funny.
Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me for my week. We'll come back to it, but I played that game Stray.
Talk about it. We're in your weekend. anyway.
Yeah,
No,
we're in it.
Let him finish hollering at the chat, and then I'll talk.
All right, BYT and Tina, they're in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Ubaldo T, thanks for hanging out with us again
Hell
this
yeah.
week. Isaac is here. We won't talk about him being late because you know what? It's the escape pod. You're always
Because
on
then he
time.
threatens to leave when you call him out on being late.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Don't
ever
do
again.
that, man. We'll
We'll
never
cover
do
this.
that. We will never. We'll just be like, woo, doo, doo, doo,
Just
like
we'll
fucking
chalk it
total
up to
Smurfs.
Lieutenant Dan moment. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Shanti's in the chat. She's probably out there with Alan lurking.
Oh, sure.
Alan's in here.
Like the dirty cucks.
Looking
they
at gray
are.
sweatpants.
Mm.
We love you, Alan.
Hell yeah, Alan. You sexy motherfucker.
Sexy son of a
I get the impression though that Shanty wouldn't even like try and hide the fact she was looking at the gray sweatpants. She'd be like, "Oh shit, gray sweatpants! That's what's up!
Look at
Did you
that
see
little
that
dick.
guy's eggplant?
Look at that little dick right there.
Look
goddamn.
at that eggplant emoji in real life."
Andrew's here, but I think we might have talked about
Is that a
eggplant too
Tootsie
much.
Roll?
So, thanks for stopping by, Andrew. I think we've Big Lovin's in the chat.
I'm
Shout
here,
out to
dude.
Big Lovin.
I've been.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
LG's in there. She's a mole.
She's a mole.
She's a mole. She's
She is a mole.
She's a
That's
spy.
true. She is a spy.
Right.
She's very
Wow.
much today's Mandalorian
What?
episode.
Oof. Bite his dick off.
Whoa!
Wow. I go back
the
to
old dick twist. Twist his dick.
twist his dick.
Twist his dick.
The old dick twist.
The old dick twist. All right. I gotta get another beer.
You get another beer. I'll talk about this weird video game I played.
And it's
Yeah.
so funny as I talked to you about Strays forever ago, and you're like, that sounds stupid.
The only thing I know about Strays was the hype that they had around. Are they going to show the butthole or are they not going to show the butthole? And I'm like, what the fuck?
the cat's. I will say that the cat's tail. I think anytime you were behind the cat, I think his tail was down. And sometimes when he was like if you were climbing on stuff, it would kind of be at a side view. And I think generally then his tail was up.
Well, then it's just unrealistic, dude. Every time my cat walks away, his fucking tail's up. He's got to show you the little button. So,
Mhm. But generally, like anytime the cat was doing a thing, it would have its tail up for balance.
right.
You weren't directly behind it.
Well, that's good.
But I can't exactly confirm that because I guess I wasn't in fucking balloon knot search mode.
I would have never have gone that route had I not read a stupid article that showed up in my Google feed where I'm like,
Right.
what?
So in this game,
Oi!
you are literally a cat. There's nothing special about the cat. You don't speak
You don't speak kitties?
Yeah, the cat doesn't like speak a verbal language. He does meow, and
As
he
a cat
does
should.
rub up against stuff and purr, and oddly enough, like takes naps. Like at one point, you get up on a robot's chest and you just take a nap, and the robot looks at you and goes, "All right, fuck it," and then lays back down and finishes his nap. the game is incredibly imaginative, creating a not only a reason for you to interact with the world, but almost creating a language, for lack of a better way to describe it, of how you interface with the world. I was blown away at how the absurd concept of you being a cat playing a game felt supernatural and intuitive. Like the way as you move through the world, you jump up on a counter and knock a bottle off, and you're like, oh, I gotta wake this dude up, and you get on the shelf above him and you see something on the shelf and you're like, oh, I'm a cat, I'm gonna obviously knock that off and hit him with it. Like they went to painstaking lengths to make it feel like being a cat in this world made sense.
They do.
And I mean, it's not an incredibly long game. It didn't require a lot out of me. It wasn't like overly difficult where like young people couldn't play it. And it wasn't overly simple so adult folks wouldn't enjoy it. I was really kind of blown away. It's a short, maybe 10, 15 hours to get from beginning to end of it. You could have drug it out, or you probably could have got through it faster. I bet you could probably get through that game soup to nuts in 7 hours if you're familiar with it. You know what I mean? Right. Like on the second playthrough.
It's got a solid playthrough.
Yes. I was kind of flabbergasted because I really felt like it was a stupid idea when I heard it was coming out.
You very much did.
And I was like, well, it's a stray cat. Like, how interesting of a game could this be? I was wrong. It was a fantastic experience. Kudos to the studio that dreamt it up and made it real. Fuck yeah. So
nice.
Play Stray. It's free on if you have the full PlayStation subscription, where you can get download the games like Xbox Live version of PlayStation. I forget what they call it. It's free.
Game Pass. Yeah.
Sony's
Game Pass.
Nice. Reach out, grab it, play it.
Touch it.
Even if it's just to
right now.
Yeah.
Right meow.
You don't even got to finish it. To be honest with you, like you kind of know where it's going to go after a little while. But I mean, just to experience it, it's fucking wild. So that's my little fucking
nice.
That buttons up my week.
So Don looked at the cat button all week.
And really, that's
hello, little kitty balloon knot.
I don't think I started that game until like Friday, and I was done with it last night.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play it on PlayStation.
Right.
Yep.
That being said,
I'll never understand that.
Is there any games that you guys got coming up that you're super excited about?
Grand Theft Auto 6, but I don't even know when that really releases.
I went ahead and traded in the last of my Xbox money that I've been saving up for the Black Site, the Black Cell kit for Call of Duty. A lot of cool variants of skins. And apparently, the Easter Bunny. So now the Easter Bunny is now a thing playing Call of Duty, which is kind of weird, but I don't give a shit. I'll shoot him. And that means that stormtroopers are possible.
Yeah, so, I'm still hoping for it.
Right. Keep hope alive.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Lucasfilm, fucking reach out, make that happen.
Make it happen, dude.
Fucking awesome.
Definitely.
Just a standard trooper.
You know? Yeah, nothing special.
You don't got to do something stupid.
Nah, standard trooper.
Keep it simple.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the only game I'm looking for.
I've got coming soon. I've got the new Final Fantasy games coming. And what's the other game that's coming out? Like on all platforms.
Jedi Survivor.
Jedi Survivor.
I will be getting that, but that's down the pipeline.
Right
now, it's going to be getting hot. It's going to be getting warmer. So I'll be playing games, but not as frequently, not enough to where I want to sit down and be like, I'm going to be right in there to play the game. I'll probably push that off till where I'm going to know what happens. Right. People are going to spoil the game for me, but I'm still going to go play it just down the road.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just really, dude, I really enjoy playing Call of Duty right now. And I've been moving from mode to mode, playing different modes. And right now I'm stuck on playing Ground War. I'm really enjoying that. Yep. I don't know what the next thing's going to be, but I'm still enjoying playing that game. So while there's still enjoyment out of it, I don't have to look for another game to play.
I get that. You know, the thing about those games is, although they are iterative, and so they're just kind of like every one of them's kind of the same thing, they keep enough stuff coming out for it that it seems to keep all you guys super fucking entertained.
Oh, dude, we have fun as fucking there.
Oh, yeah. We don't
like me, him, and Luna Girl. Yeah, me, him, and Luna Girl play together, and like we're playing Ground War lately. Like I said, that's the thing I enjoy playing. So I rope them into it. And we'll go find an area. We'll go cover C, and we'll hang out in a building, around a building, and we'll just communicate the whole time.
We're the squad holding C.
Yeah, we'll just hang out at C the whole game. Or if it gets taken over and we can no longer get back to it with ease, we'll go to another area and just hang out there. Or like if me and Dragon Buddy, all of a sudden, we're driving around the map in vehicles just trying to run people over. Or do goofy shit like that.
Right.
Yep.
So we're just having a good time.
There's a lot to it. This is, I think what it is the game balancing they got just right on this, where if you're going to spend like a half hour, 45 minutes when you get home from work real quick to get a game or two in, you're not going to have a bad time. No, you're not going to, or if you're going to put in that whole 6 to 8 hour run, which I need to do eventually.
That's what I had a problem with.
You have fun too.
Battlefront 2, like I bought that, and I always felt like you'd spawn, and sometimes you died before you even started walking, or you'd like, oh shit, fucking turn around a corner and there's 82 people that are like bop, 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 and you're like, why am I doing this? Like I've been playing this for an hour and a half. I've got 2 kills because I spawned and died.
Yeah, that doesn't happen in this game.
Yeah, no, there's so many game modes that you can find one that you're just like, I am God here. And we're all good.
I found the one that works for me.
Yep.
That makes sense.
But
good times.
That's been my video game world.
Nice. I like it. Well, fuck. Now what?
What's Tears of the Kingdom?
That's the new
that's
Zelda game, and I got that coming too.
Yeah.
So I've got 3 games coming that I've already bought that are all going to come out inside of 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You want to take any kind of stabs on how long it's going to take before I finish any one of them?
A long while. You probably won't touch them just like me till it gets cold again.
It'll be like almost Christmas, I think, by the time.
I bet you once fucking college football. Once college football cold season starts is when you'll get back into games.
Yeah.
Because you'll watch your Michigan games on Saturday, and you'll have your free time for.
You got that time. Well, it's the same. I played Jedi Fallen Order, loved it. It's such a good game.
Oh, absolutely.
And then I read the book. There's a book that comes out.
I did not know that.
It takes place, I got the audiobook. Takes place between Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor. Yeah. So I can't wait for Jedi Survivor, but if I buy it now, it would be a waste. Any kind of gaming time I'll throw into Call of Duty. Yeah. Just because it's instant gratification of being able to have some fun.
I don't have to sit down and focus.
Yeah.
I can literally just blow off some steam, not think, play the game.
Yeah. Well, it helps to not have children at home too.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You know, where I just don't have that and not only just children, also no wife.
No wife.
Like, so
that's a point.
Although I do have, like my life is full of like go. I'm doing. But when I don't, I have days where I just don't do shit. Well, some days that's 5-6 hours at a pop. I can burn through a
Right.
game.
Yeah, and he does that.
Yeah, I do,
Often.
and I just like
Oh fuck, you've been friends with him long enough. You
Yeah.
know,
I
he'll
might
fucking
have,
hit you up and be like, "I finished that game." You're like, "What?"
I got it.
I-
Really?
I might like 2 days a week, 2 days out of my 7 days. There might be a 4-hour chunk of any one of those days where I just burn into a game,
Right. Good
or
stuff. Good stuff.
like, oh hey, I caught up on that whole show. Well, how'd you do that? Well, I didn't do anything for 4 hours, but text on the phone and watch TV.
Right.
Like I can like it. Like I consider myself like a relationship based human, like my natural state is in relationship to other people. But one of the nice things about being by yourself is
It's hot as a bitch in this one.
it is very warm. Sometimes you can just be by yourself,
Right.
and I can't
That's
get
good.
mad at that at all. Like sometimes this is all about what I want to do, and you fucking do that.
Right.
I do understand how some people get into that selfishness loop where they can't even get into a relationship because they are so busy
with themselves.
Yeah. Like it's completely understandable.
Boop. Boop. Then you get old,
Yeah.
and then you're like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Well, I'm old now. Damn.
Damn it.
That shit sucks.
Crept right up on me. Pow.
Kept right up on me. They all
Pow, pow.
that's what happens. The years creep up on you, and fucking next thing you know, you're talking about Star Wars with your buddies on the internet.
Or
Right.
in a McDonald's at like
Or shitting at a Burger
9:38.
King at 9:30 at night.
you see some guy run out into a minivan. You're like, "That's not." Oh, we gotta go.
What is that?
Anyways,
Bald face hornet?
hey, let's jump into it.
We should.
Let's get in there a little bit earlier than normal.
Yeah.
You're going to do something. You're just like, "Fucking, I'm out. I'm not going to explain myself. I'm
Let's
just
get
gonna
into
the
it.
Fuck up and
Brady,
Fucking-
what did you tell him to get into? He left.
you know."
I'm literally doing you a favor.
Are you?
Yes.
How?
I'm opening the door.
He's opening the door somehow. That's a favor.
Opening the door.
Oh. He knew he could have avoided this the whole time by keeping the door open.
I
but-
love that you narrated the whole fucking thing.
Well, it was necessary.
didn't know
We're
what
not
was
talking
going
Luna Girl, you're not going to come in here expecting things that we might not even talk about
Right.
that just
Yeah,
because
we're-
you want to.
Now we're not talking about that.
We're going to talk about everything else.
Everything but.
No,
Or at least
we're talking about the Ahsoka trailer.
no, we
Fuck
are, but
off.
we are, but we're going to wait till last now because
Right. Yeah. Because
Luna Girl's just like yelling
Because
at
Matt
with capital letters in the fucking
came
chat.
in here yelling shit before we even got into it.
No.
Be
Inciting
aggressive.
riots.
Inside. It's inciting.
No, it's very inciting.
Where do you want to start, buddy?
Let's get weird. Let's talk into some weird orders. Let's talk the movies.
Yeah.
They
That's a
talk
good
Three.
place to start.
3 movies, right?
Power of 3. Yep.
We got the James Mangold making the first Jedi movie.
Yeah.
That
The
looks
the
super
origin of the
fucking-
Force.
Yeah, the origin of the Force,
Yeah.
the first Jedi finding the Force, however that. So
I'm-
and from
I'm interested.
yeah,
I'm
I actually have a little clip about-
Do it.
I have a thing I want to say about that after we're done.
okay.
Okay.
This is James Mangold discussing his new movie.
It takes place 25,000 years before Episode 4, and it's about. I mean, when I said it's about the discovery of the Force. It's a kind of. I told Kathy I wanted to make a kind of Bible movie, a kind of 10 Commandments of Star Wars, of kind of a Cecil B. DeMille film about the arrival of the Force, and so that's what I've been pecking away at when between press events and but that's kind of the idea. Is just kind of a movie that both connects to the world we know, but is also far enough away from it that I think there's a lot of opportunities to tell a story freely. Also, and not be so incredibly tied in knots by all the different story strands that have already been set in place.
So, this is my, for lack of a better word, my devil's advocate for what he just said. He wants to tell a story where he's not tied in knots by all the different storylines, right? So now we're going to give a guy an opportunity to make a movie that happens 2,500 years earlier. That anything that they make between 2,500 years earlier and modern day is going to be constrained by whatever choices this dude made to make
Not
this
really.
movie.
You're talking about 25,000 years ago.
Think
Culture
about it, dude.
changes over
100 years.
Think about
25,000.
think about
25, 000.
Is it?
25,000 years.
even if you were to go 2,500, what do we really know about the Egyptians? You know,
Yeah, no,
what do we
that's
really
fair.
know about that culture? So
He just
you know,
thinks too
we
hard about
see
this shit.
things, but we don't know how they came to be.
I guess
Say-
I'm just saying whatever choices that he makes about the nature of the force, or well, not just him, but the people he was working with, that's going to be fucking law.
right.
Not really.
You're not going to be able to go against that
Well, I think
anywhere in the story.
I think where we come from that is that when it comes to like 2,500 years, what we know about the Egyptians, they could turn around and snuff out an entire civilization, and we wouldn't know how it came to be. So
Right.
in that galaxy far away setting, being that much more time ahead, they could touch on anything without the constraints of being stuck in certain lore.
Right.
So
I'm not.
it's wide open. I think is the
I'm not even suggesting that they can't tell almost any story they want. But what I'm saying is whatever choices that they make then
has
becomes
that potential.
Okay, hold on.
it becomes the rules that everything made in between has to live by.
I need an example for a choice that you're thinking of something. What is the thing to where, like, if they do this thing that we got to live and die by it from now on? What's it? I'm just curious.
Okay,
Do you have a thing?
So
I-
Wait.
High Republic, they talk about when it comes to attachments and stuff.
Mhm.
There is a lot more compassion and being connected to people in that Jedi Order than there is later on, where it's frowned upon, where Anakin and Padme are hiding their relationship and their connection and their child and everything else because it was against. It was more than just frowned upon. They felt the need to hide. So back in the High Republic, you're looking at a closer love per se is allowed.
That's what I'm saying. That things can change from 25,000 years ago.
But
Right.
let's
Okay,
for example,
that's why I need your specific example.
I think
Yeah.
somewhere in New Hope or Empire, somebody implies that the Force lives in all things, like
Right.
including like rocks and whatever, like it's in there.
Mhm.
And then in the prequels, George goes and says, well, it's in all living cells. Well, there's no living cells in rocks and dirt
Right.
and sand. Like, so then the connection that you have with things that are inanimate versus things that are animate, like people have brought up, like, listen, wait a minute now. You said you can control the Force through this channel. Then what the fuck is this? So all I'm saying is if George had said that in the beginning, then you wouldn't have got that moment in whatever the original trilogy was that implied that it's everywhere.
I disagree with you because George didn't have a cohesive story the whole fucking time he was doing it.
Right. But now
Right.
we have a fan base that
And we can just adjust.
requires that.
But they still adjust. Everything has been adjusted. He adjusted from A New Hope to A Splinter's Mind Eye, supposing to be the second story, episode 5.
Right.
No. Didn't get good reception. People were like, what the fuck is this?
What's that?
And he's like,
Yeah.
no, we're going to make Empire Strikes Back instead.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
you can change it and bend it at your will for the storytelling. Like, some people may get upset with how you're doing it, but dude, they've done the whole fucking thing with Obi-Wan Kenobi talking to Luke Skywalker. What happened to my dad? Did you know? Well, I told you from a certain point of view. That's how they can twist and turn everything.
Well,
that
look at the original trilogy. You had Obi-Wan that didn't talk to Qui-Gon. You had, or that we knew of. You
Right.
did, and all of a sudden, Luke Skywalker gets to see every Force ghost that there was, when Ben wasn't seeing the Force ghosts that were there. So, you know, it's easy to twist, and I think if we go away from these legacy series,
Right.
things are wide open to where
Yeah,
I
I
think
agree.
you can really touch on anything without having to worry about what toes you're stepping on and what lore you're breaking.
I guess what I'm bumping up against is the idea that he's looking at it like I can make a story that does whatever I want it to do conceptually without having to think about where this is going. That's not true. You have to take into account everything that is established canon future in order to decide what you're going to do with past. Because if you do something in the past that doesn't make that doesn't have a discernible path to future, you're going to have a problem.
I can see your point where he might be too loosey-goosey with how he wants to write his.
Yeah,
is that potential there of really kind of making it more confusing?
I don't want him, and I don't think that James is going to do this, but I don't want him to Ryan Johnson some shit.
Right.
And that's what I'm afraid of, is that
Right.
cavalier attitude leads to I can just Ryan Johnson the fuck out of whatever I want.
Right. The Force I can cut myself off from it whenever I feel like it. You know, all of the questions that brought up.
Right. I could just be like, I don't want this bad guy to know that I'm using the Force, so I'm gonna cut myself off from it for like 10 minutes. Like it's not a fucking cell phone call. You can't put it in airplane mode.
Isn't that what Yoda did? Didn't he not cut himself off from the Force on Dagobah?
Well,
yes, he did. He cut himself off from the Force, but it ain't like putting your phone in airplane mode so you can.
But if you look at certain lore, they tried to explain it as he went to Dagobah, where there was that cave. That was, no,
I agree with that, but to a degree, he cut himself off from the Force, so he's not found. Like nobody could feel him in the Force. Like,
the guy was 900 years old, and he was connected for a while,
and nobody could sense or feel his connection to the Force.
Sure,
like it's been spoken of.
I think that's what's funny is you could go in to try and pick apart what you don't like about it without getting into the original trilogy. And trying to argue a side in the original trilogy. So honestly, everything's kind of is opened up. I mean,
I guess I just look at it as 25,000. I mean, you say 2,500, right? 25,000 years ago. Right. That's a long fucking time.
You're talking about the total evolution of all
20 of a fucking religion. Right. And this guy is talking about the beginning of it, the 10 commandments of it all. Like,
I'm excited. It comes out. Let's watch it, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm fucking for it. I'm not worried about it. I'm not like you're telling, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this what fucking people want? They want different stories. They want,
and it's a perfect way to move away from legacy characters. Right. To where you don't need a connection to a Skywalker, you don't need connections to Tatooine. Right. You can go anything. It is wide open.
It's going to be a caveman. He's going to be, what's his name? Ugg Skywalker.
Ugg Skywalker from Tatooine. What the fuck? There's still sand everywhere.
There's still sand in my crack. No, I'm all for everything. Like, dude, write me a fucking completely unique story. The idea that you don't have to be beholden to what comes later.
There's certain rules you have to follow. Yeah, there are certain rules.
It's just folly. You're going to have to follow some rules, or at least establish an intellectual line between where we're at and the evolution of what's going to take us to there. Because you cannot just go whole cloth, make a story, and just be like, well, they'll figure it out later. That's bullshit. That's what Ryan did, and it didn't work.
And that boils down to not having a full plan for the movies
Yes.
in general, where I'll give the first movie to this guy and the second movie to this guy.
I'm gonna say, in
that's
my
what it's
opinion, we're talking, and I don't fucking
It
feel
might
like
have
we're
been
getting
just-
off. I feel like we're kind of getting off base, but like, I feel like the sequels, I hope Star Wars kind of learned their lesson as far as cohesion,
Yeah.
because a lot of other people
Oh,
may disagree, right? Like I think Kelly said it in the chat, like Filoni and Favreau have a whiteboard. Like I
Right.
truly believe now there really is a whiteboard amongst the whole Star Wars creative team, you know, with the kind of a historical line at the top. This happened here, there. We put this story in
Don't
here.
forget this, and
Yeah,
this.
like
Yeah.
I have like, okay, you're making a movie about, what are you making a movie about? All right, okay, this is your story, but remember, you have to connect to this. We need a connection here, and don't forget about that connection back there. We need those things. Where are you going with it? What are you trying to accomplish? Okay, I like what you're doing. You can't do that because we're gonna do something like this over here. Like if that's what I need that. It doesn't have to be fully thought out, but it has to be thought out better than the sequels were.
And we won't get into the newest episode of The Mandalorian, but
Today, no.
what we're seeing in The Mandalorian is that Mandoverse
Yeah.
that
Cohesion.
brings some sense to the sequel trilogy, because we've, I would say, reasonable fans, logical fans, you can't retcon a story.
Right.
So what's the best thing we can do for a story that we can't retcon?
You
Is
write
make it a
story
make
that make
it
the
make more
canons
sense,
work.
man.
Yeah.
And so far, I can't see how that's not we're getting, because that's what we're getting in Mando.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then Celebration laid out some stuff for us that was like,
I'm very
Wow.
I'm very intrigued with this James Mangold movie though, like because our perception of Star Wars is 25,000 years from his point, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Kind of like what you're saying, right? So, what does Star Wars look like 25,000 years ago?
Yeah.
Do I still have a spaceship? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, because I know hyperspace travel doesn't exist at that time, because that is as new as High Republic, right?
Right.
So I know that kind of stuff doesn't exist. So what do the guns I know there's a time, I don't know if it's EU, where they talk about lightsabers and they had a battery pack that was a cord
Right.
that connected to the hilt and then
More
went
of a
to a
proto
belt.
sabers.
Yeah,
and-
like so
Yeah.
I'm intrigued, and this is my fear, I guess, of 25,000 years ago Star Wars. Is it still Star Wars?
Yeah,
You know,
does it
like
feel Star
everybody
Wars?
says that, did it feel like Star Wars? Like, dude, you're completely going, like, you're not going to see a fucking stormtrooper, a clone trooper.
Right.
You're not going to see anything familiar from what the fuck you've known from the prequels, the sequels, and the original trilogy.
Nothing
And
of
Rogue
the
One
Empire.
and Solo.
You can
Nothing,
either like
none
this-
of that, bro.
this fantasy
we have never
or not.
seen a 25,000-year-old droid currently in Star Wars.
Right.
So
Right.
what does a droid look like 25,000 years ago? Do droids exist?
Probably
Is
not.
this some fucking native dude on a native weird fucking planet with? Is it like a human on Avatar type planet?
Right.
Right.
Like, do I still feel like I'm in Star Wars 25,000 years ago? Because if it doesn't feel like I'm in Star Wars and all you're saying is this is the Force and that is the only thing I know, is the only Star Wars word I know is the Force, I'm not going to be there.
And
It's going to be hard to be there.
as it
Right.
stands, if you think about it in the timeline of where we're at, this is already a long time ago in
Yeah.
a galaxy far
Right.
away.
Right.
So we're talking about going even farther back. Like, how close to like the Big Bang are we at this
Yeah.
point? Like,
This is some Adam and Eve shit. Like,
Right.
where are we?
like
You're talking 10 commandments. That ain't in the creation. When you're looking at the Bible, 10 commandments in the history at that point ain't that fucking long.
And if you think about it, all the things that are considered canon right now by Disney. You have the Clone Wars, you have Rebels, you have everything that's been put out, minus a lot of, novels that are out there. There is a lot of stuff that they can delve into that has really nothing to do with lightsabers or anything, and still be totally connected to the Force with, the brother, the sister, and the father, and the world, the world in between worlds. The Force, the dark and light side of the Force, and how it, works. So the potential to kind of screw something up is there, but I think it's minor. With what
I'm very intrigued. Like, I'm all for it, because I've always said I want different Star Wars. Like, I want my Star Wars Mafia. I want my, my Mandalorians kind of give me that Star Wars Western. I enjoy a comedy. Give me a drama, which I feel Andor is very much that drama. Andor has that, that weird, Born Identity first movie feel. It's like, this is kind of far-fetched, but it's still kind of realistic as fuck. Yeah. It kind of gave me that weird vibe. Like, it's hard for me to explain how I get Born Identity in Andor. Like, I just do. For me, it works. I don't know. But that's one of the movies we have. The other one we have, I'm sorry.
Before we move on, I want to say that of all the stuff that they announced, I think that is the most likely to be abandoned.
Probably.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Agree with that. The other one they talked about was the Filoni.
That Filoni movie is
present
present
day.
That.
It's gonna bring the whole Mandalorian, Ahsoka, this whole universe that him and Favreau have been creating. They're bringing that to a head. I don't know how much we really want to talk about that, because we're kind of still in it. We're very much in the infancy of it, I believe. With
absolutely,
I think
one season of Boba Fett, 3 seasons of Mando.
I think we're one season of every one of those shows away from whatever culminates into that film.
Yes,
I think you get 2 more seasons of Mando. I see you get a 4 to 5, and then the movie falls after that.
I could see that, because you can get at least 1 or 2 of Ahsoka in there. You could get, I mean, all the shows that are going on right now, you could connect potentially. Bad Batch included.
I think that they learned from what they did with The Rise of Skywalker. I think they write this movie now, and then they use all of these shows to do all the writing that leads up to where they're going in this story. I bet you money this movie's written long before they get there.
Oh yeah, I would say, I bet you it's not written, but I guarantee you, like, here's endpoint. This character, we need them at this endpoint.
There's some colored yarn that connects a bunch of stuff that will come out about 5 years from now.
I'm with you, dude.
It's like when a cat eats the tinsel off the tree.
Right. Poop
and
on a
fucking
rope.
Jack Black and Lizzo are gonna show up in the fucking movie, and their heads are gonna fucking explode. And
we
watched
I
didn't know they were so fucking important, and I'm gonna laugh.
Listen, everything that was said about Jack Black, well, it wasn't a character, it was Jack Black. I don't care. His character kind of melds in with some weird, not connected to reality. I mean, you have that feel of idiocracy going on. You know
what his character felt like to me? He felt like a Bad Batch, Rebels, Clone Wars fucking governor of a planet, president of a planet, just some goofy oddball
that planet doesn't need to have anybody working, because droids do everything. Yeah. So people are just left to
be silly,
fuck around and find out.
Yeah. But anyways, got off track. Anywho, whoa.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited for this whole thing.
Isaac's calling for Ancient Sith, and I think honestly, you get that after you get the Mangold film.
Yeah, I don't think you get Sith right off grip.
Yeah, I think what you're going to get is the raw force before it splits into a dark and light.
You can really work. They say the gray Jedi does not work in the framework of everything that's spelled out within Star Wars right now. you can totally work a gray Jedi in the beginning to use
Oh, yeah.
both sides of the Force, and then realize, hey, I used a little too much of this side, and it kind of made me a dick.
Yeah.
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 You know,
That's something I'm looking forward to when we actually start talking about the Ahsoka show. I am actually, I'm kind of making myself suffer here just to make
Yeah.
Luna Girl suffer, but it's worth it.
Mhm.
it is.
Really,
But-
Ahsoka is
Principles.
kind of.
But I mean, I think we're all in agreement. We're looking forward. We're looking forward to this Filoni movie.
Yes.
It's a long time coming.
The-
Even though we could all agree, like even though he's a part of the Mando show, like I don't think they can be as successful without him.
This has the best chance of happening.
Yeah.
Out of
No,
the three
I
movies.
think it's happening because they're already full. They're 3 seasons deep. Mando. They're a season Boba Fett. They've already created a season of Ahsoka. Like they're invested already.
Oh,
Yes.
that's happening.
It's going to culminate. Whether everything they want to bring in to that point can culminate to there, like can they make the amount of seasons they want
Mhm.
to have that end goal? I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. So
Now, they did specifically say that as they were talking about this, that they said that's this weekend. They had conversations where they were like, look, these shows are all going to end at the same time.
yeah.
So they knew a couple of seasons ago that the stories that they wanted to tell, the ones that were shorter stories started later, and they all knew that they were going to kind of end up at the same point.
Right.
And then they wanted to do some kind of mashup or whatever. Well, I think originally they talked about doing a small season of a show where everything's brought together, and then they were like, no, we're going to do a feature.
Well, initially, I remember listening to some shit back in the day from Favreau, and he was talking like he had it planned out like this is a 4 or 5 season show,
Mhm.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And then now they're bringing in Ahsoka, right?
Mhm.
Cool,
Mhm.
great, awesome.
Yeah.
Now, John Watts, he's bringing in Skeleton Crew. That's attached. That's a late arrival. Like
Yeah.
that was Favreau talking to John Watts on the Spider-Man movie, saying, "Hey,
Yeah.
what are you thinking?" And John Watts is like, "Dude, I have this fucking idea." And fucking Favreau's like, "Yeah, let's
Do
go
it.
talk to my people about that
Let's
because
do
that's fucking cool."
Right.
So, I think the story's changed to a degree. I think Mando has always started here and was going to end here. I just think the scale of where it ends maybe is a little bit bigger, and there are other parties involved now, and they can expand upon things. But I think it's always been a rough. This is where we end, and we're leading to the sequel. The sequels to. That's where we want to kind of end. We want to feed this information there. We're going to end around that. stuff.
Culminate into
Yeah,
a big
yeah.
theatrical release. We were talking earlier, Brady and LG and I, about headcanon stuff that's going on and everything else. And we have been saying since probably season 1 into season 2, this is a Mandoverse. This isn't just the Mandalorian. This is how it connects to everything post Empire. And we're really seeing this fleshed out with Celebration, showing us, all of the things that are coming out, the Mando movie, especially knowing that that's several years down the line. We know we're going to get some more Mandalorian before that. We're going to get, at least a season of Ahsoka in, if not 2.
Right.
That this Mandoverse has been from the beginning. It's a bigger thing than just Din Djarin and Grogu. Right. Although that is your focal point for the show, it's not the only thing in the show.
I even heard suggestion this week that the Mandalorian might not even be in reference to Din Djarin in general.
I heard it might be the Mandalorian as a people.
As a people, the Mandalorian.
Like the whole Mandalorian culture, the Mandalorians.
I read that today too. Some theory about basically saying the whole show is basically a I got you. It wasn't about Din, and it wasn't about Grogu. It wasn't about Bo. It was about the Mandalorians in general.
And there was really a moment in today's episode, without being spoilery, that kind of gave you that impression. Like there was a fucking Darth Helmet version of haha, I fooled you.
Right. Good way to put it.
I like it.
And it was super sweet. Like we were both like, yep, this made me teary.
And I am brain farting what the third movie was.
It's the fucking Rey story, bro.
That's right. Rey. That's right.
Rey.
I kept wanting to go Leslie Headland and Acolyte. For some reason, I kept going there for the third movie just because of everything they present.
I am way more excited about this information than I should be, because I was not over the moon about the fucking sequel trilogy.
No.
But there's something about them taking this Rey character and I think essentially doing justice to the storyline that should have been laid out for Luke. Like, I think that's what they're doing. They're like, look, we're going to do Luke's story, but Rey.
There's some redemption to the Skywalker.
Yeah. Except when originally they did it with Luke. Luke was the bloodline. Luke did the things that you expect Luke to do. Rey is doing it from a perspective of, I'm taking up the Skywalker legacy to deliver the family from the thing that they became.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there is not just a continuation to her story as much as a redemption for the fallen before her.
Right. Well, if you look at Star Wars in general, it is history repeating itself constantly.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Knights of the Old Republic, which, whether it's canon or not, the Legends material, even with what we've got that's canon right now, it constantly repeats itself. Sometimes the bad guy is the same guy, reborn again. Sometimes it's another force that is using the force for evil intent. So that story is constantly repeating it, just like in real life. History, tends to repeat itself. And we see that in the Star Wars galaxy, to where taking up Rey could be interesting, man. It could be a good story. We're beyond Luke. We're beyond Leia. We're beyond Han Solo. We're past all of this. And, there's what are you going to complain about when it comes to canon? We've moved on to the future.
Right. Is very much as James Mangold's show about the discovery of the Force. She gets to exist in a world where there's no canon or expanded universe or whatever that covers the timeline that she's going to exist in. So they really get to play in a sandbox of their own design.
Absolutely. It's a bigger sandbox than 25,000 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it is, because there's no constraints other than what came before.
Right. And if you look at the Force in a religious sense, or you look at the Force in a scientific sense, that everything is connected. We learn stuff religiously, and we've changed religious doctrine over and over, and you can change science over and over again. So looking to the future, anything is possible. And honestly, if you have a problem with it, you have nothing to substantiate your problems with it, because it is the future.
What are all the nerds going to do if the fucking future of the Force is something to do with the Empire? Like, if you look back, I mean, I'm not to sponsor a political conversation, but what is the current Republican Party? In Civil War era was Democrats.
Right.
So then what do you do if they spin it all on its head and like the good guys of the Empire later
That'd
on.
be awesome, dude.
They had it right the whole
They had it
time.
right the whole time, but now they use the Force and do good things.
Now we're the Empire without a dick and
Yeah.
judge.
Whoa.
While the rebels are out there trying to fuck it up for everybody.
Right, right.
Fucking Isaac.
Isaac's the guy.
He said Rey is a clone of Grogu.
Oh, she's not a Skywalker.
That could
She's
be interesting. She's a fucking whatever a Yoda is.
whatever Grogu's last name is.
Do we know what that? Have they named the race yet?
Mm-mm.
No,
They've made it clear that Yaddle and Yoda.
there
Now
are three
Grogu.
members of this unknown race. Yaddle doesn't speak in weird
Backwards talk.
tongues, backwards tongue. Yoda does, and Grogu is cute as fuck, and said this is the way, but that's all.
Yeah, that's
His
all.
own little
Well, and
It's an
now,
interpretation.
now he fully understands how to use the affirmative and the negative.
Right.
Yes. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
And no.
it's not even spoiled.
Yes and no.
And no. Yes and no.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
Or no, it's not.
Right.
I don't know. Yes, I
Think
do.
think Krang. Think Krang. What?
Oh, that's what I said to
That's
this
what he said.
motherfucker.
And I,
Yes,
I was
like,
mad I didn't
yes.
think about it. And I was like, yeah.
Oh, there we are.
Yes, yes,
See,
yes,
now
yes,
it's
yes.
all come full snirkle.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
So definitely, I'm excited about this new movie trilogy that they fucking announced.
Did they announce it to be a trilogy or just a movie?
It's 3 movies.
Oh, I thought you were specifically speaking on the
I don't
Ray one.
remember, but I
said
wanna say I
trilogy,
heard.
and I stepped on my own dick. It's 3 movies.
Okay.
But I bet
Ray's movie might be a trilogy.
I bet
We don't
you
know.
money Ray's movie is a trilogy.
We don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure they would go that route only because.
Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? If you had a story, why wouldn't you stretch it out for 9 years or
And
7
honestly,
years or whatever?
if you come back to Ray, you could come back to Grogu being 100 years old, which Yoda was 100 years old when he started training younglings.
see, now you know. See what Grogu is going to be
You're,
the new
you're coming
Yoda.
right into that spot where you have that Yoda figure,
Yeah.
and he just so happens to be a Yoda figure.
Yeah, he's been around for 100 years, been doing the things, using
Right.
the Force, saying yes and no,
Eating a lot of frogs
eating a lot of
All
weird
the
shit
fucking
at markets.
All the
and
fucking-
fish because
Yeah.
Lizzo is just like, you are cool, and he was like, I love you.
You want these sardines? Fuck yeah, I do. And,
Fuck
and
yeah, I
now
do.
you win at all the games.
You want
Right.
some Swedish fish? It's delicious.
I gotta piss. You
Yes.
Swedish fish.
He doesn't
Oh,
like people. The fuck I don't. She ain't. She's got fucking fish, man.
Right?
She's got
He's not.
sardines.
And I'm gonna do a backflip.
Right, and I'm gonna help her
Front flip. It
win
was a front flip.
space croquet. You know,
It was kind of. I think it was like space bocce ball.
you're right. Okay,
It's-
yeah.
No, you're right.
Sure.
Space croquet.
Well,
Space
I
croquet.
think there's a combination in there.
It could be a little
using-
bit of everything. A
who
little bit of
knows?
all the yard games.
It was space like
fun. Space fun.
Alice
I
in
want to fucking
Wonderland.
play.
Shit.
I want to fucking play.
Fucking A.
It looks like a good
Right.
fucking.
I
time.
want to go to a planet where you don't have to work. You can
Right?
just enjoy stuff.
But here's the thing: people do work. It's not all
Yeah.
droids because fucking Christopher Lloyd worked.
He did. He
What
had
the
a
shit,
job.
bro? Like that's why he was bitter. He's like, all these motherfuckers having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm just trying.
Here
to
I
get
am looking at that
1985.
computer screen.
God
I'm
damn.
gonna order some bad oil.
Right? He's like, can I get it cheaper if it's expired? They're like, sure, bro.
Don't give your droids expired oil.
Right? Because then it becomes death oil.
Best if used by March of 23. Boy, I don't even know.
Yeah,
that.
we all go. You didn't. I guess this is new to Chanty. Didn't know we masturbate instead of going to pee breaks.
He's baiting. Go away.
Yeah, I'm biting.
Baiting.
Go away. Let's get into. We can get into TV shows. Make
Yeah.
a move. We'll talk. We'll start off with Mando. Because that's what we're currently on, and we're
Yeah.
holding Ahsoka hostage from Luna Girl. So that's always a good time.
Right.
So I got this little clip We're not going to talk about today's episode of Mando. Not obviously, we're not talking about next week's because we don't know. But just to let you know what's in store for today's episode and next week's episode, Katie Sackhoff and Rick Famuyiwa had this to say at Celebration.
What you got coming for us in the next couple of weeks?
You never know what you're going to see, but we're excited.
I just cannot believe how much is left for 2 episodes because I know what we shot. My brain is like, there's only 2 left. Oh my god! Y'all buckle up.
Yeah, there's a lot happening in the next 2 episodes, so we're really excited about it being out there.
Talk about not fucking around.
That makes me excited.
She might as well have been like, look, I will single-handedly pick up a bus, throw it into the sun, and explode the universe.
And it'll be amazing, and you guys will all watch.
Mm-hmm.
And we were all like, yes, we will.
Yeah,
Fucking
no
right.
shit. Like, I was super, like, after hearing that the other day, I was like, fuck if she wasn't telling the damn truth.
And if
Yeah.
anybody that's listening to this, say audio or post live, stop what you're doing. Go watch
Yeah.
Mandalorian chapter 23.
Yeah.
The Spies is the name of the episode.
Of today's episode.
Holy shit.
good.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
General consensus from the internet, not even 24 hours in, it's the best episode of the season, is what people are saying.
Yeah. And rivaling some of the tops in the entire series, I think.
I
It's
can
in
go
the
with that.
tops.
It was a good one.
It was a good one.
If
It
it's
is.
not top 3 for the whole series, maybe.
Ooh, bold.
And
bold
I
prediction,
do
Tommy.
like the fact that I appreciate more this slowish build that we had through episode 1 of this season. That where we've come to from where we started, man,
Yeah.
what a ride.
Yeah.
What a
good shit.
ride.
It's good shit. But
But I don't want to move on after having said that without lending some credence to everyone's complaints about last week's episode. A lot of that episode didn't have to happen. I understand why people were like, "Hey, look, no, we've got 2 more episodes."
so far you think it didn't have
No,
to happen.
that's very true. That's very true.
Right.
There's a possibility where they make a lot of that shit super relevant.
My thing is, I'm looking at my relevancy for it. My opinion, my headcanon happening right now. We're gonna come back. The Mandalorians or whomever are gonna come back and grab some of them fucking battle droids and use them motherfuckers for battle.
Yeah.
They got
Because
the key to
they're
the city,
fighting-
man. They got the
they're
key to the
fighting-
planet.
They're fighting stormtroopers. They're not fighting clone troopers.
Right.
And we all know stormtroopers can't hit shit. So let me see a battle droid go up against a fucking
Army of clone
stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm ready for that. So
Let's do it.
don't get
Let's
it
do it.
twisted. It might be irrelevant at the moment, but I can't see him being like, hey, let's waste a few $1 million just to put Jack Black and Lizzo in a fucking episode. Like, if you really
And-
think that's what they were doing for that episode,
They literally gave you a planet that every bit of work is done by old battle droids.
Yeah.
There is a plethora of battle droids.
yeah.
So, and we've already proven that a little bit of oomph can push them right back into fucking kill you mode.
So all it takes is a motherfucker to have a fucking lightning cable in his iPhone and re-fucking program them droids.
Now, what did didn't they promise him something though in exchange for what he did in that episode? Something
Him.
about
him? There's lots of hymns in this
Jack
episode.
Black and Lizzo
Promised them
promised them that they would do something for what he did, and I
Yeah,
can't remember
to
what it
make
was.
their appointment with the fucking Mandalorians.
Let them talk to the privateers that are out there.
Yeah, which were the Mandalorians.
No, yes, they did
Yeah.
that, but also wasn't it something to do with Coruscant? Like they were going to do something with Coruscant for them.
Oh,
They were-
Navarro. They were going to
Oh, they were gonna
Give
get
him
them
audience
Navarro-
with somebody, or
they were going to give that like a
so
push
they get priority.
politically for the Mandalorians to have their own planet
Yes.
to all of that stuff. They were going to be like,
They
hey,
were going to legitimize their own.
right. We'll second that motion to make you real.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Okay. So I mean, if that's all they do, if it's nothing more than that political power
Clout?
play that has value.
It's fucking Dragon Buddy and fucking Isaac.
Are they on it?
They're like, let's see a Salacious Crumb movie. You guys are stupid.
Yeah, that makes me laugh.
I'm not with either of you fucks. What are you doing, Dragon Buddy? Salacious
Listen,
Crumb?
listen, I'm just
No,
gonna say,
I'm listening.
I'd
monkey
rather see a
lizards
Salacious Rum
are
movie.
lovers, not for spit roasting.
Why?
Because
If it's not Salacious Rum, I'm gonna eat
there
it.
is a song that says that monkey lizards are really good lovers.
I mean, they can be good lover, but the ones I've seen, it's not happening.
Yeah. Mr.
We gotta
Lover.
introduce you
Oh.
to some new monkeys and some new monkey socks.
Monkey socks.
A pair of
I'm
monkey
in for
socks,
the,
buddy.
I'm in for the fucking socks. I'm here. I'm here.
See, that's what got
Okay.
me in the door, and I'm all in.
Whoa.
You guys got anything more you want to touch on, Mandalore? Because I know we're
Not
gonna
a
hit.
ton. Let's hit Ahsoka. I think
Yeah.
that's
No,
next.
we're not hitting Ahsoka.
You got more?
Yeah, bro.
No,
All right.
We
yeah.
still got Skeleton Crew. We still got Andor.
I felt like almost nothing was said about Skeleton Crew of any kind of gravity.
There was
It was a little bit.
A little
It was a
bit.
little bit.
Let you know.
To be perfectly honest with you, with what was said about Skeleton Crew and released about Skeleton Crew, I don't feel strongly about whether or not this is even good product.
I'm excited about it.
I'm not saying I'm not excited about it. I'm saying
Yeah.
I don't know if it's any good, because normally when Disney knows they got something good, they won't shut the fuck up about it.
Maybe they've learned that lesson because they thought they had something good.
Okay, no, hold on. How much shit do you want them to not shut the fuck up about? Do you want to just talk about all the shit all the fucking time? Because people already feel like we have too much Star Wars and too much Marvel. So now you're like, they won't shut the fuck up. But now you have Andor, Ahsoka, Skeleton Crew, Mandalorian, 3 fucking movies.
A lot of
how
timelines
much-
going on.
And
I feel
Skeleton
like-
Crew's not even coming out till after Ahsoka. So let's focus on the Mandalorian. Let's focus on Ahsoka. We're gonna be bringing out Skeleton Crew down the way.
I thought they spent more time talking about season 2 of Andor that hasn't even been written yet.
Listen, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, dummy.
I thought
They're
they were in
fucking
production
filming
already.
Andor season 2.
They're already filming Skeleton Crews.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what's your point?
My point is, I feel like they've done more work on Skeleton Crew than they've done Andor season 2. They spent more time talking about Andor
Well-
season 2 than they did Skeleton Crew. I'm afraid.
Because they already have a captive audience. People know what's going on with Andor. People are already invested with the characters of
So,
Andor.
with
What characters are you invested with Skeleton Crew? What
with
are you
Cel-
invested about Skeleton Crew other than it's Star Wars property?
I'm just not. I'm afraid that they're not as excited about what they got.
With Celebration, was there? I mean, the last thing that I heard, as far as when it comes to Skeleton Crew, was Goonies versus Star Wars.
Mhm.
You were going to get that blend of Goonies in the Star Wars, feel.
Very Amblin, Spielberg.
Has there been anything in Celebration? Because I missed anything they talked about when it came
From
to
my understanding is
Skeleton Crew.
the boys get lost in space, trying to go on an adventure or some shit. Very Spielberg, very 80s
Amblin
Amblin.
Entertainment. Yeah.
Fucking and thing is, Jude Law is a Jedi and he's helping the kids.
Cool.
I'm in. And fucking Bob O'D's in this bitch.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're not sucking your dick today, buddy.
Yes,
You get
we
to
are.
dick- No, I'm
Yes,
not.
we are.
What are you
Whoa.
sucking his dick for
Fucking
now?
Bob's in the chat, everybody.
Oh my! I knew it.
Wow.
I fucking knew it. He's like, oh, I wish I had one in my butt too. 'cause
No,
I'm all
I mean,
about
why?
that. Because
That's a
you're
Bob
sucking
Dowry
dick.
dick, Lieutenant
What's the matter
Dan.
with a little more dick? You already got one in your mouth.
Listen, just because I suck a dick doesn't mean I need one in my ass.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's how you end up having to double knot your balloon knot, son.
No,
Yeah.
No, because that's
Zach, that's
if I'd have
exactly
had two, that wouldn't have had to happen.
that is
because
Zach Morris exactly how that happens.
You're dumb.
Wow. Zach Morris is trash.
Look, it's a balloon animal.
I can't handle that
Wow.
fucking guy.
That looks like a double knotted dong.
Bob Dory! Hello, everybody! God, you can't even spell. Jesus.
That's Dory.
Dory!
Like
I hope he sees you
Dory.
and knocks you the fuck out.
like if he, it's like Finding Nemo. Dory.
He's like, you like that strength, bitch? Bam! And knocks you fucking down, son.
Bob
Don't.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah, Bob wouldn't do that.
You don't know him like I know him.
Bob would be like, listen,
He's
man,
like, hey, you remember that escape pod episode? He's
Listen.
like, aren't you Bob? Wham! Down to the
listen,
floor.
fam.
Don't come at me like that. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I am not trying to hear that shit.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Fucking A.
So
Fuck.
anyway,
Fucking beat. Two
Fucking
holes.
A.
Carry it like a six pack.
what else we got?
What are we
got-
talking? I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about now.
We were talking about Skeleton Crew and Andor. We're talking about Skeleton Crew and Andor in.
All right, I got a clip then. I got a clip.
Get it.
I got an
Let's
Andor
get it.
clip. I got an
Let it
Andor
rip.
clip, motherfuckers.
There's
Clip
so
that
much
motherfucker.
Andor coming.
So much. Oh, God, all
Ooh.
over your
Yeah.
chest.
Andor's
Andor.
old face.
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh.
What's your old face? Get on
Oh.
program. Oh,
Season 2, it's the what am I gonna say? Nothing. It's the 4 years before Rogue One. It ends in the moment Rogue One starts.
Ooh.
We're hoping you watch it and right away you see Rogue One. You'll see a different film. You'll see it through a different, perspective. And
Yes, that's what I
Yes.
want. Because
I'm
that's
in.
what Rogue One
Le-
changed A New Hope
Take
for
me right into
Exactly.
Rogue One.
That's
dude.
what I want. I want this series to make me look at Rogue One differently.
differently.
Yo, I watch A New Hope. I love watching Rogue One into A New Hope.
Oh yeah, dude. That's
To be able to watch Andor into a Rogue One into A New Hope,
It's amazing.
fucking down, baby.
So
Yes.
here's a serious question. I was.
Why is Isaac being so aggressive to me tonight?
He needs you to give him a hand
Whoa.
job.
I can do that if it'll
Right.
calm him the fuck down.
Give him a
Hey.
Canadian hand job where you're like,
That's just disrespectful.
is that good, eh?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm
What
gonna
was
come at
that
him with
all
some
about?
Conviction, bro.
No, don't give him an American hand job where your
No.
like skin's all calloused and you don't
What
mean
is
it.
that?
That's an
No.
American
The
hand
Canadian
No.
way, where you use two hands and say, "What was that all about?"
What was that all about?
Do it the Australian way and go down under and get him backwards.
Oh yeah, and it swirls a
Yeah, it
opposite
swirls
way.
the other way.
Yeah.
Any fucking way.
Okay.
I was talking to Corey about
Still very not cool of Isaac. I'm just saying.
fair enough.
He's not being cool.
Talking to Corey about introducing her to Star Wars.
I don't even like the fucking fact that you had to say that.
My two thoughts are, do I start her with Mandalorian or do I start her with Rogue One?
You really need to find out how fucking much she knows about Star Wars.
Not very little.
Well, you need to break that down and then come back at us and ask us that question.
She knows
again.
that Darth Vader exists. And I bet she knows what Grogu is. And I think that's about.
I think you should stop talking to her.
I would say Rogue One. If you're going
You think
Rogue One into A New Hope, make it a double feature.
I
I
think
know-
you send her a Dear John letter for ladies.
A lot of people are like, oh, you got to start with episode 4. And I don't
Yeah.
think that you can now. I think you have to start with Rogue One if you're going to introduce somebody to the OT.
Personally, it's Rogue One because I really think that movie made it A New Hope longer.
I think you
So-
start from the prequels, bitches,
That's
No,
not a
that's
bad
fine,
idea
too.
either, man.
and
That's
go
not a bad idea
complete
either.
fucking order.
I don't know that I want to be like, hey, I love Star Wars. Oh, I stepped in poodoo. Like, I just,
Yo, she ain't caught on yet, bro.
Misa thinks you're wrong.
Corey, I'm fucking disappointed in you right now. Like,
she,
I love you, but right now, I don't know if I like you.
she
You
already
know what I mean?
thinks very little of me. Don't push it.
Well, I'm trying to help you. Maybe this is for the best for both of you.
Help you, help her.
I'm helping everybody right now.
There's a lot.
Because-
I'm trying to help everybody.
The alternative thought process is
Let you have Star Wars and she can have something else.
if you bring somebody in with Mando, they're not really required to know tons about the Star Wars universe at all.
So start at the prequel. Start at episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's not a bad idea, man.
See,
I'm down
this
for
is
it.
my raising my hand part.
Solo, Rogue One.
I don't think that if you start at episode 1, it's super enjoyable. I think you got to have the shit that you get from the original trilogy before the prequels really are all that enjoyable. Unless you're a child. Like, 100% I understand why our kids came up with the prequels and were like, oh, this is great. But those stories are written oriented for a younger audience. At least Phantom Menace is.
I gave my opinion.
It's fair.
I say nothing.
It's a good
else.
opinion.
It is the best opinion, probably.
I think Phantom Menace is geared towards a young audience, and it does progressively get a little older as the next couple of movies go. But I think that it's hard to introduce an adult to the Phantom Menace and say, no, wait.
Especially an adult who's had this whole fucking opportunity to watch Star Wars.
Right.
Corey.
It's only been around for 45 years. Just
yeah.
Are you drinking White Claw, you little bitch? Bob, go
Almost
fuck
46
yourself.
years.
I like
Hey!
canned Corona, you
Dar-
fucking dick.
Darius
What up,
is
Darius?
legit.
It's about fucking time, you soft mouth bitch.
What up, Darius?
Fucking Darius finally
Soft
showing
mouth
up.
Darius.
What up,
Soft mouth.
soft mouth bitches?
Envelope boy.
Yeah, envelope boy.
Lick
Wow.
that stamp, motherfucker.
Stamp that.
Soft mouth postal worker.
I got a paper cut. God damn it.
Again.
Oh shit, that completely derailed my entire thought process.
Good.
have no
Your
idea.
thought
Just like the
process has been
Empire,
shit
no
for
rails.
like an
Anyway.
hour and 45 minutes.
100%. I don't know how you take an adult with all of the things that come with adulting.
That was for Darius.
Look at
And-
Brady's nipples and fear him.
You don't want
If you could see those tiny little bastards.
you can't see. If I pull up my shirt, you can't see because it blinds the fucking.
Oh no, he is a
Yeah,
super ghost.
I'm
Like
so
I
white.
am. No.
For real. Anywho, I don't know how you introduce a adult with adult sensibilities to a movie like Phantom Menace.
Does she
and-
really have sensibilities? She ain't watched Star Wars yet. I'm sorry, Corey. You ain't living this one down.
So, in order to like get them into Phantom Menace, where you go, no, wait, this gets better later. Please stick out 6 more hours of movie before we get to Mustafar.
Might as well start her on Resistance.
here's how I help you. You guys gonna watch?
Help me, help me, help you, help me.
All right, here we go. Right,
Okay.
about 30 minutes before you start the movie.
Mm-hmm.
No, give me
Apologize
no.
for
40 minutes. 40 minutes.
uh-huh.
Call me up. Corey's over. We're gonna start watching the Phantom Menace.
Okay.
I'll be over about 10 minutes.
When do we apologize for Jake Lloyd?
That's
Never.
That's not my problem at that point.
Pudding.
I show up. We go out back. We speak to Jesus.
Yeah, get
I should
correct.
bring
You're
her
right,
back in.
God.
I promise you, dude, she'll love the Phantom Menace. You'll probably not be her friend. She'll be like, I thought Jar Jar Binks was the greatest character ever of Star Wars in
Oh.
cinema history. And you're like,
Oh.
you're right. I shouldn't talk to you.
Yeah,
Or she'd be
I've
like,
only
I
known
think
this
Jar
person
Jar's a
for-
Sith. And you're like, whoa.
I've
Whoa,
only
she
known
knows
this
so
person for
much.
17 years. She will roll her eyes at some Jar Jar.
Apparently, she'll roll her eyes at Star Wars because she ain't fucking watched it yet. Well, yeah, no, I'm not letting her live this one down.
Wow.
No, yeah.
Well, lines
What?
have been drawn.
No, I'm not even drawing lines. I'm gonna trip a motherfucker and be like, you didn't see it?
Bob says he apologizes the minute before you call Brady. Don't act like you're mad, bitch.
I'm not. I'm just trying to understand it.
He knows. You know. He
No.
knows. He knows.
Syrup or jelly?
Syrup or jelly?
I prefer syrup.
I prefer syrup.
All right. So
Fucking, that was the greatest CD, bro. I loved that fucking CD when I think it came out my freshman year of high school. It was either eighth grade or my freshman year of high school. When this shit came
HBO
out.
stand up that turned into a comedy.
That shit was so fucking
Okay.
funny, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my god.
So where are we at? We talked about Andor.
Or Jenny. I prefer syrup.
We talked about Andor. And we talked about what
Just eating butthole with syrup.
we talked about eating butthole with syrup.
On all the spokes that
Yeah.
look
Dude,
like they're
it's-
going
it's
in the
probably
opposite
a different
direction.
Sensation with syrup, it's all sticky. You can't go from cheek to cheek.
So can you not get the syrup out of the spokes? Is this what we're doing?
The
You're
smoke
like
so-
giggling, you're laughing, you're having such a good time. Come with a little syrup, snot bubble. Bloop.
You decide you don't like it, so you hit it with a wad of dryer lint and leave.
Oh, God. God damn, I can't get it out. Oh shit.
So sticky.
All
All right, so we talked about
Smuckers, baby.
what we don't know about Skeleton Crew,
And it was a twofer if he had Aunt Jemima back in the day. Or Mrs. Butterworth.
what we know isn't coming from Andor.
That's as sexy as Mrs. Butterworth.
What are we expecting out of Andor?
That lead up to Rogue One.
Motherfucker.
Some K2SO.
K2SO is coming in the fold eventually, right? I hope
Hell
that
yeah.
happens sooner than later.
Me too.
But
I'm a fan of Alan Tudyk. in
I have a
general.
feeling it doesn't
Give me that
happen until
character.
he's like really in the rebel. Like they
Well,
got a
we're
fucking
talking
base. that he's
4
sleeping
years
at.
before. I would think 4 years he's probably in with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
Isaac,
he was pretty like, we're doing this or dying either way.
No,
in, Rogue One.
Isaac's
So,
not wrong.
Isaac is not wrong.
You are a horrible person.
If
you
ever,
would decimate a whole species.
If-
You're an awful person.
if
I want to take
ever
all
I-
the Gungans and put them all on a
Yeah,
farm.
if-
Oh my lord!
If I ever believed in anything that resembled a concentration camp, it would be something that involved the Gungans.
You can't say that. We just got canceled.
We just got canceled because I
Misa
said
thinks we got
concentration.
canceled.
Misa thinks it's a bad idea.
Misa thinks we are very bad.
If there was an ever, what the fuck did I just say?
Nobody
Words are
knows,
hard,
man.
dude.
We're probably we need to stop it. That's
If
what
there
we need.
was
We
a-
don't need you to talk anymore.
If there was ever a race that I thought maybe could not exist again, it's probably going to be Gungans.
Oof. The escape pod does not agree.
Yeah, no, I'm not in line with
Can't do
fucking,
that.
I'll give you guys his address. You can
Yeah.
send him hate mail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
addressed to Dan.
Dan DellaSnooch.
Tell me
I'll tell you something.
anywhere in all of Star Wars where there's a Gungan that you're like, this motherfucker has to exist.
Bro, like I don't hate things on levels like you do.
I know you don't.
You
Misa
are
thinks
like
Jar Jar is behind all of the Sith.
Yeah, Jar Jar caused all the problems. Boss Nass was complicit at the very least. The one guy with the weird accent was like, this is Jar Jar. He's a good guy. And you're like, oh, you're kind of that guy too.
I
Enabler.
didn't, bro. I didn't have the problem with Jar Jar like you do.
Was there stuff in Clone Wars where there were Gungans that were like
Yep.
productive in society?
There were Jar Jar episodes in Clone Wars, bro.
I know they were all bad. Thanks for bringing that back up.
It only bothers you and a bunch of other people.
Those in the
Yeah,
fucking Padme episodes.
Listen, Padme, Droid, JarJar episodes.
Oh, they're
I will
awful.
say-
They're fucking
I will
awful.
say-
But I
they're
don't
bad.
hate. I don't disdain
What?
and hate these people.
I'll
Like
still
I
take
want
the lore.
to estimate a
I'll
fake
take it.
race of people. It's got to be them.
At least the droid episodes were clearly written to entertain children.
Right.
But what were the
Sure.
Padme episodes written for?
Entertain idiots.
I'm gonna wipe out Gungans. They don't do mean shit to people. They're actually pretty nice, and they don't fuck with people. They live in a little lake on a fucking planet.
What's the
I mean,
matter?
They don't fuck with nobody, but you know what? We should wipe them motherfuckers out. You know why? White power.
What's the
You're
matter,
awful,
Brady?
bro.
You're
You're the worst.
did you not see that coming?
See, you're the worst. Good lord. All
Naboo
these
power.
Gungans gotta get rid of the Gungans. Good lord.
Oh, shit.
God damn it, Dan.
I did just get the fucking show canceled. That was Dan, everybody. Thanks for coming, Dan.
Dan DellaSnooch.
Get the fuck out of here, Dan.
Good
Oh, that
Lord.
guy owns his own pizza place. Pizza Chit.
He is a pizza chip. The worst. Fucking worst.
Naboobian powers.
You're like, not
Yeah,
like,
dude.
hey, we should get rid of Sith. They're like fucking killing people and just awful. No,
Fuck the
Gungans, bro.
Gungans.
Now we're gonna have to open a Star Wars themed strip club and call it Naboobies because he fucking
Naboobies.
said it.
I'm in.
That's Chris's fault.
Let's do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Naboobies. Welcome to the stage, Strawberry. She'll
No,
be
fuck
entertaining
that.
you.
No, we will have
Edamame.
Jar Jar will be our DJ.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage.
Lisa want to welcome Strawberries.
Misa, welcome, Edamame.
Edamame.
This is gonna be the best. Hell yeah.
Oh shit. I
Hell
hope nobody's watching this.
yeah. They shouldn't be. I don't know why you would.
They all left.
It's
Oh.
probably for the best.
Oh, here comes fucking Shanty. Like, I know how to do strawberries.
It's like,
Let me put them in my mouth. You'll never
I got
be
a
the same.
magic trick. It's called
Holy.
strawberries.
Holy foreskin Friday, Batman.
Foreskin Friday.
All right, fuckers.
Come on, man. What are we talking about now?
Brady's dying. It's an hour and 55 minutes. We have to talk about Ahsoka.
But we got to talk about the acolyte.
Why?
But this is the acolyte.
What is
'Cause it
the
looks cool.
acolyte? It is
Real quick, what did we find out about Acolyte?
It's blurry.
It's blurry.
That's what I got out of it. We're making a show about Acolyte. Don't look too close.
It's gonna cover some cool shit.
Some
There's
yeah.
gonna be lightsabers, Jedis. We're seeing them at the end of the height of their power, I guess.
Mhm.
So it's cool to see that on the live screen because I need to visualize that world like I've already visualized the prequel, sequel, original trilogy world. Like I've seen it, I've
Right.
touched it. Oh, I haven't touched it, but you know what I'm saying. Like it's there. This High Republic, I want to see it, whether that's animation or live. So I'm looking forward to that Acolyte time frame.
See, I've read, listened to the first couple of audiobooks, and I find the High Republic time is really not for me so far. So I'm hoping the Acolyte can change that mentality.
It looks pretty cool. I've seen pictures. I mean, before Celebration,
Mhm.
I've seen, people have caught stuff from on set. Jonas Sumatuma, who played Chewbacca, he plays a Wookiee Jedi, which I'm intrigued because I took my picture with him at Star Wars Celebration. He played basketball at Penn State. I'm a basketball fan, so that I think that's cool. So I'm rooting for that character, even though I know absolutely not a
Right.
fucking thing about that character. I like the dude. When I got to take my picture with him, he was friendly as hell, nice as shit to me. So I hope your character's successful, and I hope you have a character where people talk about your character in the regards like people talk about Tech. He's not a huge part of the Star Wars universe, but he had his role, and we enjoyed and loved that character. So I hope this guy gets to be that character for people, kind of on that Chewbacca level where he's got that love that people have for Chewbacca being a Wookiee.
Right.
But and then it's more lightsabers. I love lightsabers, dude. I've always told you guys, stormtroopers and lightsabers. So the High Republic,
Mhm.
Jedi wielding lightsabers, fighting people. I'm down. Let me see that. I'm in. I'm all about it.
Yep.
Right.
I'm intrigued by the style. Excuse me. In the Mandalorian, Keller and Beck Jedi, his robes were different in the regard Anakin Skywalker wears different color robes. Keller and Beck wore different color. He wore the same color robes, but he had the tribal gold stitching in the collar. I just want to see those little different things from the High Republic to the Jedi that we got used to in the prequel. And then, Luke Skywalker is the most current Jedi, wearing his robes and stuff. So I'm intrigued in seeing all that tactile and visual things. Like I'm intrigued by all that.
Fair.
So that's what I'm looking for in that. Like looking forward to.
I honestly, my entire goal of Acolyte is to just be entertained. Like I have no preconceived anything attached to that. I'm just like, oh, you're gonna tell me more fucking stories about Jedi and Sith?
I got an
Let's
ugly
do
girl.
that.
Isaac's my ugly girl.
Oh,
I'm pretty hot. I'm pretty hype about that.
No, that's fair.
No, like I never
nice.
had one of those. I never had
Pretty
one.
hot.
Nice. That
Never
is
got
hot.
one. Like it's fucking.
Well, it
sweet.
was kind of like Andor. I didn't feel the hype until it was on us. And I was really glad that I kind of got in on the hype right before it came out because I was thoroughly entertained.
And honestly, what was Andor? 12 episodes?
16.
So it was something good.
It wasn't until the back quarter of that show that I got hyped.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Right.
And that last episode, I was so fucking hype, I couldn't stand myself.
But it makes you appreciate those earlier episodes and what it was building towards.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it was that show that made me go, yep, I'll just let Disney make a thing that I'll enjoy and stop. I mean, it really stopped me from just being like, you know what? Fuck this new thing that they're going to make. What?
I was laughing at Isaac. Am I not allowed to do that?
No, fuck you.
No, fuck
That's
him.
funny. That's funny.
In a nice sexual way,
Yeah.
not like a mean.
No,
fuck
really,
you
like
way.
I was all over this this whole like I don't want to fucking have this Andor show clear up till at least halfway through it, where I was just like, all right, I'm entertained. I didn't need it, but I'm entertained. And then there became a point like shortly after maybe episode 2 of them being in prison, I was like, oh, this is intriguing. And then shit started to pop off, and I'm like, that's why we got a show.
I think
You know
that's
what I mean?
that's the biggest part of Andor is everybody was complaining is we know what happens to these characters. How are we going to get invested in them?
Right.
And I'll be damned, halfway through the show, you're invested in a bunch of characters that you know are not going to survive much longer. And it really doesn't matter. You know the route they're going to take. It doesn't matter. It was that intriguing to me as far as
I've kind of treated Star Wars in a way kind of like football, man. Like I really enjoy football, but my fucking football team is the Raiders. Like that's what I'm trying to watch and follow the most. But if the Raiders aren't on and there's other football on, I'm gonna check it out. I might find I enjoy watching another team. They're not my team, but I enjoy watching that team, maybe specifically this player and that player. So I'm like, oh, okay, if you guys are on, I'm gonna check you guys out. You're a fun to watch. You guys do some exciting stuff. Maybe you got a good defense. My team doesn't have a good defense, so I enjoy watching your defense. It's still football. I still enjoy it, although I love watching my fucking football team. I enjoy watching the rest of football.
Right.
Some football is better than other football, and not all football is for me. I may not like the way this team runs their offense, or they're just a fucking run game and they never fucking pass. Like that's not me. You know what I mean? So I take what I want from Star Wars and like, okay, they gave us this. I kept these things because I like these things. I know those things are there to facilitate this part of the story. I can go on. And sometimes Andor, you don't need Andor. But if you want to know what happened before these things, here you go. It's here. It doesn't change the original trilogy. It doesn't change prequels. It doesn't change anything. It just gives you a little bit more stuff. Here's some more Star Wars. So I'm hype about it. And when it comes out, I'm either going to be more excited about it or less excited about it. That's just the way I look at it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
What?
Cool.
Let's talk about Ahsoka.
I love tight ends.
Okay.
Fucking
Oh,
Bob
yeah.
knows.
A good tight end. That's how you do it.
I like
Next
me a big
year, I
old-
hope to
I
be
like me a
wide
big old
receiver.
thick boy. Give me a whole offensive lineman.
You know what it is about tight ends? A good tight end really opens your wide receivers. Yeah, son. You know what's up? Don't look at me like that, you motherfucker.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
So anyway, Ahsoka. We got
I want to say so many things right now.
we got Ahsoka like all over our fucking.
Are we not going to talk
face.
about Visions too?
Do we?
Ooh, Visions too.
I'm just doing it to piss off Luna Girl.
All right, talk about.
She might be
yeah.
sleeping at this point. You sleeping, LG?
There's more Visions coming.
Yeah,
and
more
and
cartoons.
from everything that they showed us, no weird anime stuff that doesn't fit.
I don't know.
in
There
with
was there was
There still
one,
looks like some kitty shit.
looks like
I don't mind that.
A Wallace and Gromit kind of.
Yes, that's the
style.
one I was like, what the fuck is that?
But
You're like, meh.
once you had people having a fucking lightsaber battle on a Star Destroyer standing in space, then some people like legitimately bumped up against that.
Yeah, it was
That was
but I knew none of the shit was canon. It was everybody else's like, look
Right.
at this. And I was like,
I love that idea that here's a bunch of Star Wars type stories. They're not canon. They have nothing to do with it. It's just for fun. And these creators have full license to do
right.
whatever they want. I love that idea.
And I do love that. But for the love of fucking whatever the fuck, write a story that makes some sense. Like nobody can, everyone knows, every human being that's of a certain age knows you cannot stand on a spaceship in space with no suit on and be okay.
especially if you're drawn in animation.
Well, that's
Right.
the thing is people
Fucking
were like,
weirdos.
yes, make me an interesting whatever, but don't just fucking flat out defy any.
Well, I think
logic.
that's part of the fun of it is like, hey, listen, here's a bunch of shit. It's not canon. It's just guys having fun. Take it
Right.
as you will.
But some
I
people
like-
don't find that fun. Some people
No.
some people can enjoy that shit because
Oh, I know.
it's so extremely
yeah, it's
out of touch with anything that resembles reality.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I didn't have so much of a problem. Like I didn't even know the world was mad at it.
Isaac
until
just
after the
threatened to
fact.
kill me for Luna Girl. That's fucked up.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Hey,
But it
listen,
wasn't until I got back on Twitter that I realized everybody was pissed about it. And
It's true.
I remember thinking to myself, you know what? Not for nothing. But in this instance, they're kind of right. Like, that's insane.
Well, there was that one episode of Visions 1 that was like, whoa.
Yeah. That was the one.
It was
Like,
out. It was out.
wasn't
Like,
Flight of Fancy. It was, you know what? Everything that we know about existence, fuck it. We're just going to just write some shit and see if it exists. Well, look, it exists because it's a
but I think
cartoon,
it
whatever.
ends up grabbing to where it really doesn't matter anyway. So if this is your gig, cool. Here, have it. If it's not, maybe some weird, sketchy samurai stuff is your thing. Here, have it.
Right.
And
that samurai episode was insanely good.
the Ronin, I ended up buying the book, which goes into that story a little more in depth in the audiobook version.
Sweating my balls off in this bitch,
It's
bro.
fucking hot in my room too, man.
Good lord.
It's warm.
We need to get an air conditioner in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm dying. Sorry.
Don't die, Brady. Quick,
Country-
Isaac,
country-
lullaby. Stack.
Isaac's gonna kill me. Whether
Isaac.
I die now or eventually.
Isaac, you got to give him CPR.
Yeah, he's getting with cyanide and he spits
Yeah.
it in my fucking mouth.
Find Adina Howard eventually in your Apple Music library. You can ask me to play a radio station or ask for your music on a different app.
What
What
the
the fuck?
fuck?
Brady's series on drugs.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Aren't we gonna talk about Visions 3?
No. Kelly.
Wait.
Kelly's
LG.
over there burning all of her fucking burner covers.
LG,
Sweating
he
my
said he
ass
was
off,
fangirl
bro.
with him, but he did not say
fucking
when.
hot in here.
You know what? Next week we'll get into Ahsoka.
Hey, yeah,
after,
can we
after
call
Trump.
it a night, dude? I'm hot as fuck. Let's do Ahsoka next week.
I don't know what the temperature is in here, but it isn't over like 72.
100 degrees.
72,
100 degrees.
I know I'm leaning a little closer to my fan.
Fuck
because
this
it's
guy,
fucking
bro.
hot.
Like, he judges me for being hot, but yet it's fucking 40, and he's like, I need 14 fucking sweatshirts.
40 is cold.
No, the fuck it isn't.
Listen,
Then don't talk shit about 72 and fuck off and talk about Ahsoka.
72 is still cool weather.
No, bro, I'm fucking dying.
85 is warm. Let's just keep it honest.
85's hot, dude.
Welcome to We Should Be Living in Arizona.
No. Done
Right.
that. It's not good
This
time.
is. Hey, listen. Is that the devil? No, that's his butthole.
It is. He has spokes.
Have you
It's
ever,
more like a mag wheel.
have you ever played Stray?
Good Lord.
Let's start over.
All right, let's start from the beginning, folks, and then eventually we'll get to Ahsoka.
All
Right,
right, so
so-
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
Let's-
Do I have any clips?
So yeah, you should play any clips.
I
that
don't
you
know
have.
if I have any Ahsoka clips.
all the clips.
I got so fucking excited when they released that trailer. When I watched
she-
it, by the end of it, I was fucking turgid.
She said the thing, dude. Thrawn is returning as
Right.
heir to the Empire.
Heir to the fucking Empire, bitch.
It was way better than Snoke has or Palpatine is back, and we don't know how.
Look, can I be real? I am super excited about Ahsoka, but I am more excited for Ahsoka thing that I had no idea I was gonna be excited about, and it was the two fuckers wielding the orange lightsabers.
Right?
I had no idea that kind of thing was going to be part of this Ahsoka show. And I want to know every fucking
Everything.
thing about those two characters.
Balin? Is it
Balin, yeah, Balin and Chin. Or
And
something.
Shin.
Balin
yeah.
and Shin.
Yeah.
I want to know everything about them.
All of
Like,
it.
I cannot wait to learn about who they are, where are they from, why are they there, what are they learning, why are they learning it? Like, I need to know.
And I'm going to say it in
everything.
less technical terms as some other people on the Sidebar Cantina. Star map. You know,
Yeah.
somebody said something about astrological cartography. And I don't know.
What kind of shit is that? You must be a Sidebar Cantina speaking motherfucker to say
Weirdo.
some shit like
Right.
that.
Say F.
Star maps. It
Astrological.
looks like world between worlds.
I'm an astroglide physicist, and we don't talk like that.
Damn right.
Clearly, that's how you end up with
Certified.
an astromech droid all the way up in your fucking star.
Certified. I got the CVS receipt to show it.
Not good.
Certified.
Not good, folks.
Anyway,
Yeah, talk about it, friend.
we're gonna get Harrison Dula.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Hera Chopper.
Let's end the show. Luna Girl doesn't want to talk Ahsoka. So let's ruin
Oh.
it for everybody. She said she doesn't want to talk about it anymore.
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
May the force be with you. Go blue.
Da, 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 da.
Ah, we're the worst show ever.
Listen,
I'm listening.
we're
bro.
gonna get Hera.
Yes.
We're gonna get Chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get at least Ezra in a hologram.
That's all we're
Yes.
getting. Wouldn't that be fucked up? All we
Be
see
fucked up.
Ezra all season is him in a hologram, and that's it.
We're getting
son of a
tons of
bitches.
Sabine Wren,
Hell yeah.
and at
Yes.
some point she's got Ezra's lightsaber.
Yes. Because if you were on the internets, you got to see that shit.
For real.
You saw it. Yep.
That was fucking dope.
We're getting Thrawn.
Yep.
We're getting more Rosario Dawson fucking coming out there talking about I'm Ahsoka and Thrawn's coming.
Bro,
Shit's different, bro.
do they show the World
Yes.
Between Worlds live action?
That's what it looks like, man.
That's what it looks like, man. And look, if that's what it is, I think they captured it perfect.
Looks good.
I love the just from the little bit you see it, I love the way they put it together.
Once
man.
again,
it looks
we-
really cool.
We are seeing the Mandoverse play out. That time frame that happens during the time of a Mandalorian known as Din Djarin. There's some shit going down.
Yes.
Things are happening, bro.
Yeah. This is the most like I've ever been excited about a related universe where like I feel like so much stuff is gonna happen and it's gonna crisscross and we're gonna like Ahsoka lives in between all of this shit.
I really feel like what's going to be happening in the Ahsoka show is happening to where like the people in the known galaxy don't have a fucking clue.
Right.
Like there's this major battle thing happening over here, and that's gonna lead into with the Mandalorian and the whole Filoni movie. Like nobody from the known galaxy knew that this Thrawn, Ezra, like Ahsoka, nobody knew this shit was
Existed.
happening over. Yeah, they didn't know it existed because they're focused on the known galaxy, and this shit's happening in the outer regions or whatever they're calling that now. Like, yes.
And I mean, if you were able to catch the clip that actually came from the panel, like there's a scene legitimately where they run into space whales, dog.
I didn't see the space whales.
Yes.
I want to see
like,
the space
and I don't
whales.
mean like
silhouette.
This last episode or a few episodes where Grogu saw them.
Yeah, in the silhouette of the
in the
hyperspace
like
lane,
they run into one like face first, like, oh shit, we're gonna get ate.
Yes, I'm hype as fuck on that stuff. Let's
yeah.
fucking go.
Because those of us who watched Rebels, like there was a moment where you're like, oh, these space whales are cool. That'll never happen in live action.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, this could only be in a fucking cartoon.
Right. And here we are.
They have fucking blinkers all the way down their fucking tentacles. Like, how is this gonna work?
Right.
And it does.
Right.
I fucking love it.
They always put them on when they make turns. Blinkers?
No, I was reading. Sorry. You were telling a shitty joke and I was reading. Sorry about that. Sorry.
That's really the whole show.
I mean, I honestly, we got just in Mandalorian last week with our a couple weeks ago with live action Zeb. I mean,
I'm upset with Luna Girl. Like Luna Girl's legit not saying shit, so I got nothing to say.
Right.
So
I know. I think that's the best part. She was like, "Listen."
Yeah, she was all hype, and now she's like, "I'm not gonna talk about it.
I'm gonna go to bed. I gotta make a lasagna."
Wait,
I hope
I
she's
want
making
lasagna.
She's
I really hope she's making
Are you getting
lasagna.
She's making it.
Fucking
Even more reason to not really like her right now. You get lasagna, and I don't.
Yeah, she's
Well,
making it.
for
It's
you,
not you,
like,
Dragon Buddy. It's her and the lasagna.
If I'm getting lasagna, it's a fucking win-win.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Like a
LG
win-win.
stands for
win-win.
Olive Garden.
Loving Olive Garden. I fucking love it.
Wow. I bet your ears are ringing because I can hear her right now.
I can hear fucking burner covers burn.
Olive Garden lasagna.
I'm so mad I'm gonna burn some oven covers. Fuck.
These motherfuckers out there at Olive Garden.
What are we talking about? Man, my bacon smells like plastic and paint. Oh, no. That's the plastic and paint.
Mm-hmm. If you just get stainless steel ones with no paint on them, they don't do that.
I still think you need to make Imperial cogs.
Oh, I'm with you. I would be less prone to fuck them up as anything else.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? You'd respect it. You'd be
I
like,
would.
you know what?
Yeah.
She would
There would be more
respect it.
respect.
She wouldn't fuck them up. She'd be like, not for the Empire. We're making this shit crispy.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Right. Pioneer woman, Empire.
Exactly. Empire wins all day, every day.
It's too bad that they don't have some kind of fucking sensor on those things so that they know whether or not you got them covered up.
I mean,
before
they
you turn
put
them
the
on.
little picture on like front left, front right, but that's all a matter of perspective.
Right.
Where was I standing when I turned that on?
Sometimes I turn the burners on when I'm looking the other way.
Sometimes I hang from the ceiling.
I reached behind me and turned it on. That was the front left, not the rear right.
Haven't you seen Spider-Man?
Right.
Exactly.
All kisses are upside down.
Especially the ones on Pornhub.
Oh, fucking Pornhub Spider-Man movies.
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody's always stuck
I'm
in
gonna
it.
fucking
Why don't you web sling this motherfucker?
Toby, you're Maguire.
Oh my
I didn't
God,
even
I'm
know
gonna-
Spider-Man had a
Let's just
stepsister.
keep going with that. I'm gonna Peter your Parker.
Yeah.
I'm gonna answer May.
I'm a Gwyn into your fucking
Let's
snooch.
get weird. I'm gonna uncle your Ben.
Oh yeah, only if I can Aunt your May.
Let me harry that Osborne.
I'm gonna
baby.
green your goblin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's
till I-
definitely a goblin going on.
I'm gonna stick my hand in your Doc Octopus.
Oh my Lord. That is a little gross.
I hate Sandman. So coarse.
It's in everything.
So
Fucking oh jeez. Damn it.
my
You fucking check out my hobgoblin. Hobgoblin is dick.
Oh my
There's a
God.
goblin, but he ain't green, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little
son.
purple, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Wait,
son.
what?
Wait till you check out these explosive pumpkins.
Oh,
Oh,
you
you're
should
gonna have
probably
to-
get that. You should probably get that checked out.
you should probably chew before you swallow.
Right, because of that high sperm count.
Yeah, you can't fucking not chew that shit up.
Gross.
That shit is Brady brand thick.
It's very much like oatmeal.
Pretty thick. Creamy.
All right, fuckers. I think we've said enough about stuff.
But yeah. What do you guys want us to talk about next week?
It was
Smurfs,
a-
right?
yeah,
we're going to talk about Smurfs.
We're going to
Smurfs.
talk about Trump Smurfs.
LG, we're talking about Smurfs next week.
Smurfs, LG.
Smurfs.
Let your fucking conspirators know.
From now on, we're going to talk about Kelly's burner covers as candles so she can just light her candles and then we'll call it a day.
I would say that it's more like an incense. There was no
It's-
flame. a
Oh,
lot of
there was
smoke.
the smell, though.
Oh, how do we miss that one? I'll marry your Jane.
Oh, that's a good
I'm
one.
I'm kind of mad at a few of us. In
Yeah.
Isaac on the ball.
This group. Yeah, we should have known that.
Fuck yeah, son. I
Sorry
love
about
it.
that. We let you guys down.
Yeah.
That's our bad.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Next week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next
Mhm.
week we'll make it up to you guys somehow.
Yep.
Mhm.
I mean, we'll probably fucking shit the bed too, but
We'll smurf your at.
Yeah, but it'll be the second
Smurf
bed.
is so good.
All right.
We'll smurf you like the fucking buried death snow children of Germany. Right? Isn't that what they were?
Yeah, Death
Snow
Snow Children.
Death
Smurf
snow
and Smurf.
children of Germany with their snow hat
Say goodnight.
and their blue bodies because they have no oxygen, just dying. Fucking,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna make
I'm
it.
not a Smurf. I'm your fucking
If
blue Smurf.
that don't smurf your smurf, I don't know what smurf.
Smurf
Mm.
yourself.
Why is it so fucked up?
All right, mother.
Ain't got no gas in it. That's why.
You know what the
Ain't got no
Smurfs
gang
say?
in it.
What?
Go blue.
Go blue, bitches.
Go blue.
The fuck are you? Da, 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 da.